And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. Where's Gareth at? On the Donna Smith Show. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. JJ, this is how we do it. Everybody trying. I don't see her Cordell. And this is how we do it.
I don't
Here's
see.
John. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone. We're so glad to be here this evening. Can't you see? We are pumped up. We are pumped up today on a Sunday. Isn't this 1 week after Father's Day, right? One week after Daddy's Day. I want to welcome everyone who is here today. I do want to also let you know that our topics are of grown folk nature. We do table talk, grown folk topics, just chopping it up the best we can, laying it out there. If you have any comments or would like to share your thoughts about anything, you can always email me, dgrier12,000@yahoo.com. You can also comment on the thread there, YouTube Live. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell so that you'll be aware of any time I post anything, you'll get notified. And tell a friend. I love it when you tell a friend, y'all. Tell somebody. Just tell somebody. And if any question is not for you and it seems to get your goat in any kind of way, just, woos off for a minute, go get some Kool-Aid, do something like that, come back. I'm quite sure we'll be talking about something that you're going to say, okay? Mm-hmm. So thank you for being a part of what we do. Now, what we do to get started, after thanking my panel for being here this evening, I'm quite sure, maybe if he can, Ben will chime in. I know he was attending an event today. This is not Juneteenth. This is Pride weekend where they do the big Pride celebration in San Francisco. It be going down, y'all. It just be going down all weekend long. Entertainment, wonderful costumes, just people having fun. So I'm quite sure. And it was yesterday and it's today. So I think it was over about 5 or 6. So I don't know if Ben went there. I think it was something else going on locally in the Bay that he attended. But welcome, you guys. Let's get where is your situation?
In my beer mug.
Uh-oh.
And I already had one of these, just to warn you.
Uh-oh. You had some beer?
Oh yeah, I just had dinner with I had salmon and pasta.
Oh, that was good.
With a nice beer.
And then you had, so Cordell got some H2O?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what he say, y'all. That's what he say.
Okay, I confess it's tequila, okay?
Okay, I like it when you be forcefully honest, okay? Just come out with it, baby. What you got, Gareth?
Water.
You got vodka?
Water.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I don't believe you either. You don't have water every week. Come on.
Gin and juice.
That gin and juice?
Yeah, gin and juice.
That's what you got now, gin and juice? I know something's going on. See, JJ ain't playing. He just let you know. He bring out the red cup, the purple cup, the black cup, the beer mug. He don't, he just bring it out. And then John, I don't know. John.
What?
Well, dang.
I don't even see it like that.
Really though? I mean, really, what I do?
No, I'm trying to connect this stuff.
It's like, what?
After it updated, I got to put everything
why I'm
back
single, because I can't just have nobody saying what. You know what? That make you feel crazy.
What? It's a trip. What is a word that we use when someone say something or whatever? So when we say what,
it's how you say it, though. It's
I might have said it wrong, and
you said it kind of rough, John.
I said, and I accept that.
And you got a You got a deep Barry White voice with it too, so it's real forceful.
Yeah, he said what?
No, because I was working,
Turn off
I'm
the
doing
lights
stuff. So I
and light
said,
a
what?
candle. I was waiting for the rest of the lyrics to come out.
Y'all know I don't mean nothing.
Anyway, I got love for John. Sometimes, he a little rough, but it's all good. I know he don't mean no intent, you guys. So that what?
Oh my
You
God.
the what? That what?
Uh,
Y'all heard? Don't take it personal. That's just my
oh
friend.
Lord.
Just
I just said don't take it personal. Shoot, now you want me not to take it. Wait,
so funny.
it
So
gotta be give and take, huh, Cordell?
Yes, sir.
Cordell, don't be trying to get on his side.
No, Cordell just be on the side of the truth.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Right
want to
is
welcome
right,
you,
wrong is
John.
wrong.
I want to welcome everybody to here tonight. I know Sundays is kind of rough for everybody getting ready. Oh, wait a minute. Toast. Did we toast?
Yeah, we did.
This
Well,
is how we do it.
I had
And this
clinked the
is
glass.
how we do it.
Let me
And
see if
click,
I can
click,
get my
click, clank,
camera
clank.
going.
John, where's yours?
Right here.
Okay, toast it. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting us see your face today.
I'm trying to put stuff together, so I can't. I'm gonna have to turn off the video for a minute.
So Donna, what are you sipping on?
H2O.
Oh yeah, I like the shot glass. Right.
H2O.
Yeah.
And then I have, actually, that's a little something. And then I have my refresher that I'm finishing up.
Oh, your chaser. Oh, that's your chaser, huh? Oh yeah, I got you.
Cordell, I don't chase, baby. I don't chase. I don't have to chase, Cordell. Come on now, you
I'm
playing.
gonna walk away for a second.
They say that the hunter gonna catch her by the gang, huh?
You know what? We got jokes today. But I'm gonna let y'all have y'all moment. I think care to share. What y'all care to share? I think our audience want to know too, because there's always something special. Ben gonna bust in here and say, "Oh, hello. I'd like to tell y'all what it is today." Okay, so anybody got anything to share? Anything exciting happened during your week or not exciting?
I just want to say that not everybody knows how to cook.
Oh, somebody cooked for you?
Somebody came over to my house and put raw bacon in with already cooked food. They didn't cook the bacon separately, and I won't let them live it down. I'm gonna tell it to the world. You don't put raw bacon, uncooked bacon in with some leftovers that I had in my fridge. That's botulism, and I'm not gonna eat that.
What? Okay, so I know, like back in the day, like when mom and grandmama would cook certain beans, they would get some salt pork. You know, salt pork is kind of look like bacon, but it's a little long, and you slice it, and it gives the beans a little flavor, like when you cook in white beans. So how do you what would you suggest is the best way to do it? Because
you're supposed to cook that separate, because you can add E. coli or salmonella poisoning to your food. So you want to season that separately and cook that separately, then add that to your greens or your beans after it's fully cooked, so you're not adding toxicity to your vegetables. So I just wanted to put.
So what was actually, not to get all into beeswax, but what was actually the dish? Some beans or some?
It was I had some leftover rice, and so they threw some leftover rice and some corn together. That was already cooked. Then they had the nerve to argue with me and tell me that it wasn't cooked.
that the what wasn't cooked?
Will come
bacon?
to temperature. Yeah, they said everything will come to temperature together, and I was like, no, that's not what
you can't put raw food with cooked food. I mean, you can take salt pork and add it to uncooked greens or beans.
I can see that.
But you can't, huh?
It's being boiled at that point.
You can't, but you can't. You shouldn't add raw food to cooked food. You can't do that. Now, if you're gonna add, say, I'm gonna add an ingredient, we'll cook it like you said. Cook the bacon.
They would put the salt pork in the beans while they were.
No. That's at the beginning. He's talking about cooked food and raw food.
Oh, I know. I know what he talking about. I'm just saying when
Yeah.
I mentioned salt pork, it was putting the salt pork in the beginning, like you're saying.
Yeah. That's at the
Yeah, I can see
beginning. But
that.
towards
But
his situation, I mean, even if you had rice and you wanted to add, and you wanted to make you had some rice, and you wanted to make some fried rice. You had some leftover rice, and you wanted to make fried rice, and you had shrimps and everything. You usually take that shrimp, you take that rice, you might brown it a little, whatever, but you take that shrimp and whatever else, chicken, whatever, and you saute that up or cook that on the side.
yeah,
Mhm.
you cook that
Then you
separate.
combined it, but you don't
Oh,
combine raw and cook.
oh, and then on top of that, I like my bacon cooked on my cast iron. I like it a little crispy, and they just threw the bacon in there, so it was just even if it was gonna be done, it was gonna be chewy. I don't want no chewy bacon. I want crispy bacon. Like, come on
I
now.
don't care if they stuck. I don't care if they got the bacon crispy. You started out raw on cooked.
Hey,
I don't care
JJ,
how.
did
Huh?
you ask that person to leave?
I'm sorry.
Did you ask that person to leave?
Oh, they're gone. They're not allowed over at my house again. They got mad because I didn't want to eat their food. I put their food, their nasty food, in a Tupperware container, and they took that Dollar Tree container home with them. Enjoy.
Hey. My Dollar Tree container works just fine that I carry
But
on
Oh,
my
you,
food.
it was my
Dollar
Dollar
Tree
Tree container.
containers are not bad. I mean, you can't,
No, they're
This
not.
just say a
sometimes the
container.
lids
A
don't fit
container.
properly.
I mentioned Dollar Tree because there's more where that came from. It's not costing me anything to give you a Tupperware container to take that junk home because I'm not eating it. It's not happening. So that's the goings on with me is I've had to deal with everybody so creative. I don't know if y'all know that TikTok person, but she always roasting people about the stuff that they cooking, and people just always think they know what they doing, and not everybody can put a cooking show together
No. And the
and
thing
wash
about
their
the
hands.
cooking, people, it's a delicate topic because that's just like if somebody cooked for you or you go to their house and they do things totally different. I was talking to somebody about macaroni and cheese. They was making some macaroni and cheese, and everybody kind of got theirs different. Some is too runny, some is too thick, some don't have enough cheese, some didn't use the right noodles. They look like they use the noodles that come out of the little box, the little that's not real macaroni cheese. Get you some
No, it's
elbow
not.
macaroni and make some good macaroni cheese, right? But some short cut and they do it and it's not always right. I mean, we're not gonna say it's not eatable, but it's not what you're used to. And how do you tell a person? I mean, other than just not eating it, right? Now, if somebody cooked dinner for you and invite you over, it's kind of hard because they done made your plate and you sitting there and you're looking at this stuff like, I'm supposed to eat this, right?
I went to a family member's house of mine and they burnt the fish. It was Thanksgiving. They burnt the fish. The dressing was runny. So I pretended like I was full and I took my plate home. I was going to take my plate home. I went to the dumpster and threw it straight in the trash. I'm not putting that in my body.
What was
And I
the
don't care.
dressing? The dressing was running.
The dressing was running. The fish was burnt. Like you couldn't eat that fish.
So you
I'm not
told them
putting that in my
you told them
body.
you wasn't hungry. They saw you didn't eat. You just said you ate something before you
Oh,
came.
I said, oh, I'm so full right now. I ate at somebody else's house because what I used to do back in the day is house hop and go to other people's houses. No more. I learned the hard way. You can't eat at everybody's house, and you can't cook at everybody's house either. Apparently,
You can't cook.
at everybody's house.
My light went off. Wait a minute.
Oh, it's all good.
There's certain things you don't do at everybody's house. That's right.
No,
I mean, you
you
can't.
know.
It's what's sad is you can't. Wait a minute. I got a little situation going on.
It's okay. Oh, there's people who have their pets on the counter and don't wash their hands, and you got pet hair in the food. Don't get me started.
I mean, somebody invited me to their house for dinner and they have a pet and they love their pet just like it was part of the family. So while they were in the kitchen doing their thing, the pet was all up in there and they was jumping up and down, and they were giving them little treats.
Mm-mm.
You know how you give a dog treats, but then they would go back to
Yes.
doing the food. And I'm like,
You got dog saliva on your fingers or cat saliva on
you
your
just
fingers.
stuck your
and you're
hand in
doing-
this dog's
you're touching
mouth.
food. So everybody in the house got to eat the cat and dog saliva. And then
I
you know
don't
what
get
dogs
it.
and cats do? They lick on themselves, and I'm not gonna go too far in where they lick themselves. So you done touched all on that and on the food.
Well, some of you guys are pet lovers and have dogs. I mean, I know Gareth has a cat, right?
I'm a pet lover too, but
Do you have any pets, Cordell? No.
I love dogs
I
and
think
cats.
John has a dog, but I don't know if it's really with him right now. But I know, you know, shout out to the pet lovers, and I understand they are part of the family extension. But at the end of the day, they are animals. They are animals, and they do things. You know, we as humans know how to wash our hands, and we know if you're gonna lick in other places, you know how to go wash your teeth and gargle and everything else after that, right? They don't know. They clean themselves with, especially cats, they clean themselves with their tongue all the time. And dogs are licking places all the time. And there's some people who actually kiss their pets in the mouth. They kiss them, and then they want to kiss you too. And I'm sorry, boo-boo, you can't kiss the dog and kiss me too. That ain't gonna work out too good. So I don't know what kind of advice you can give somebody. I mean, if you kiss the dog and then you go on and brush your teeth and everything after, but I just think all the kissing your pets should not be when you have company and you're feeding people or you're getting ready to do some grown folk things with people. They don't want you kissing and licking on them after you just got through with the dog.
Oh, I had seen
Word to the wise.
I had seen a sitcom where the dog had to be involved or something like that. And I was like, this ain't even funny. This ain't even funny. You got to get the dog involved.
You got to get the dog. Like I say, no
Mm-hmm.
disrespect, but come on, y'all.
That's bestiality.
And like JJ say, you do. I see it all the time. People be walking their dogs and they stop and they licking this and they licking that. They chasing their tail. They sniffing the next dog's behind to see if they in heat or whatever the situation is. They do some things, these dogs. And I think we forget that because we love our pets as if they were our own flesh and blood. Some people really love their pets. And but they forget that there's a lot of germs and stuff going on with that. So anyway, back to the uncooked bacon. If you're gonna drop some bacon in your beans or something like that, some salt pork, like back in the day, you're gonna make sure you put that in there when you're cooking your stuff. After the food is cooked, to put some raw bacon or pork in something is just not the business. And like JJ said, it could give you E. coli and that other thing. You can get sick.
The food industry is already corrupt. They just approved lab-grown meat. While they want to distract us with that submarine crap, they just approved lab-grown meat, y'all. They already approved clone meat. So they like, well, let's go ahead and approve lab-grown meat. I don't even know what lab-grown meat is.
I was getting ready to say, can you expound on that?
Now.
A lab-grown meat. What the heck is that?
I don't even know if
They're
we can
using
research.
Sales.
Huh?
And
They're using sales. They were given permission to use sales of the animal. It still deals with the animal, but it doesn't. It cut down on the slaughter of animals.
But
So
to lab grow it, what?
sales.
You take some slivers of the meat and put it in the lab and let it fermentate, what?
No, I don't know. Thinking they're taking live cells from the animal and doing it that way.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be less contaminated.
You know what? It just ain't. That meat thing is starting to get more and more less attractive to me. I like seafood. I like seafood all day long. I could thrive on that and some veggies and some beans.
You got to think a lot of your seafood, depending on where you go and what kind of looking you're doing, is farm grown. Is grown and
batches.
and
It says
Mhm.
drawn in large tubs, overcrowded
You gotta
tubs.
think what is being used also with that.
So
We have got to
That's
be
why places make it a habit
we
to say
we've
this
got to
is
be
wild
careful.
caught.
we got to be careful with what we eat. You know, people just eat whatever. And you know, even some of these restaurants, you know, I'm more
Mhm.
focused on restaurants and also drive-throughs and stuff like that. As you notice, you go get a meal from a drive-through, everything they got much smaller. It costs a way lot more. The meat don't even look like real meat. I don't do beef like that anyway, too much, but everything is changing. And then we're getting sick, you know, and nobody knows why. You know, they want to blame it on COVID and a whole lot of other things, but it could very well be some stuff that you're just eating, that ingesting that you shouldn't be. And how do you know not to? I mean, who don't get a craving for a good juicy hamburger and fries sometimes?
And sometimes it could be your cooking practices as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but you
some
gotta understand
people
there's different
too,
avenues that people are getting sick. Not
just
just
like
from food,
before
but
you
from
put
medication.
oh, I'm
Look how
sorry
the
to
people
interrupt.
were dying from eye drops.
Yeah.
that too.
So you gotta think about
Mm.
it's different avenues that people are getting sick. It's just you just gotta be whatever route you take. If you're a meat eater, if you seafood, if you're a vegetarian, you still gotta look at the route that you're taking.
And some of
Because
the
is your
some of the
stuff
fish, some
GMO?
of the bottom feeder fish like tilapia is not that good for you. And I used to eat tilapia like it was the thing to do because I like
So did I.
Wait a
I
minute,
did
be
the same
careful.
thing.
tilapia is a bottom feeder.
What do you think catfish is?
Catfish is too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, we jump on one fish. Look at sawdad, halibut, crabs.
Mm-hmm.
Crabs is some of the nasty eating things around. You know, so you have to look. You look at these things. We can't
What
if,
about lobsters?
if we're gonna look
Get their
at
bottom
certain
fitting
things.
too. Yeah.
It just don't make no sense. Let's just all go on a hunger strike.
Hell, I used to catch
Let's
crawfish.
do a month of no meat at all.
I'm a little bit too voluptuous for that. I don't know.
Let's just start tomorrow with no meat for a whole month. How about that? Can
I
y'all?
used to catch
Ooh.
crawfish with a yarn, piece of stick, and some old chicken. Probably get like
Crawfish
some
is
chicken liver.
ugly.
Crawfish, they look just like miniature lobsters. I get some crawfish
They
and go
red, huh?
huh?
They red.
Mm-hmm.
Good raw ass should be red.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
go and
true.
get them things, and we catch them with just a yarn and a piece of chicken liver or chicken whatever,
I'm
and use
sorry.
that same piece of meat over and over and over and over. That chicken got dog crawdad.
I remember that.
And we throw them in the bucket. We be in a number 10 pan, floating down a stream.
I'm not messing with no crawfish. You could say that for somebody else. I ain't doing no crawfish. They ugly and I don't know about
Catfish is
crawfish.
straight up mud suckers.
You know, we have just got to be careful everything you eat, you guys. And for some reason, we get trusting of places we go out and eat. But you know what? You don't know what them people doing behind the doggone back preparing your food. If they didn't coughed and hacked on it or whatever, don't piss them off. If you
You
gonna
know,
piss them
it's,
off,
it's
you
kind
wait
of
till
funny.
after you then ate, okay?
I know
Don't piss
that's
them
right.
off.
You know, it's kind of funny we
Nope,
talk
don't do
about
it.
this topic. Do you recall maybe about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, there was this big health thing that every place you went to had a food rating, A, B, C, whatever,
Yup. I
passed by
remember
the
that.
Food Administration. But
I remember
now,
that.
yeah, now you don't see that.
So you
Those-
still got them. You still
Do,
got them.
do
Not
they?
everywhere.
Yeah, in the city, because I go to a lot of restaurants. Trust me, restaurants is my thing. especially different ethnic food. And it's this one place I think I was sharing with you, Donna, called AK Subs. They get an A.
The
'Cause
AK sub?
everything they serve is fresh. They sit right there. When I call for fish, we
Mm-hmm.
got the fish man ain't came, but sometimes I'll get there and the man be coming with fresh fish. And they make fresh fish and chips and fresh all their vegetables, they're cutting it and everything, and this other place. But some places, I went to this one place, V Cafe, and I'm gonna put it out there, and they claim all this stuff. I went and got frozen, I went and got zucchini sticks, and you can tell they were frozen because they had the little breading on there that you don't do at home, and it came off the goddamn piece of zucchini, and the zucchini looked like it was withered and everything else, all frozen, hamburger frozen. So you gotta really be, you look at the places you go to and see how they do and how they do. And a lot of companies, they put it out there. The
Mhm.
ones who keep it real, they put it out there. Them other ones, they not sharing that. They not gonna put fresh nowhere in their name, in their quote. They gonna tell
Well,
you good
I'm not. I'm
food.
not. I can't just go out anywhere and eat. It has to be somewhere that really have some really good ratings and fresh foods and stuff like that. I'm kind of picky nowadays with what I put in me. And but sorry you guys, you hear the TV?
No, I don't hear the TV.
Oh, good. Good. But anyway, so anything else to share other than the bacon in the cooked food? y'all got, I know y'all got something else to say. What y'all gotta say? Nobody. Well, Gareth had an anniversary and a birthday for his wife. Happy birthday to wifey and happy
Hey, congratulations, guys. Happy anniversary.
Yes, and they had a great time.
Happy
And they went to
birthday.
go see, what's the movie? Your wife told me.
Yeah.
They went to go see the Furious, the Fast, the whatever, the car one.
Fast and the Furious.
It's called something else.
Fast
Fast
X.
Oh, Fast
Fast and
X.
Furious 10.
Okay, so Fast X, but actually, wifey was telling me pre-show that it was actually a really good movie.
Okay.
It's a must see. So when you guys not doing nothing, I think she expressed the only thing is she didn't like going on a Tuesday. Going on a Tuesday is way different than going on a Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah.
It's empty. It's empty. Sit anywhere you want to.
It's empty, but sometimes you want that excitement in that just having people around going, ooh, yeah, when you in that theater by yourself, that could be kind of.
You could do some things.
But yeah, you could. It was anniversary and birthday, Gareth. You could have.
Right. You could do some
You could have
things.
did some grown folk stuff all
But
the
you
way
know
at the
how your
top in the back
cousins can
row.
get in there and they make too much noise with the ooh ah. And I had to walk out. I told you I had to walk out the theater. I went to go see Smile, and me and my niece had to walk out because we missed every line the people said for the first damn 7-8 minutes. Everything they said we missed, and then when something happened, we don't know what's going on. How did they get to this point? I had to walk. We had to go and tell the man to give me my goddamn money back. Well, not my money because I have that. I'm on that Cinemark membership thing, so they gave me some unlimited,
credit. Yeah.
passes, unrestricted passes. First, they gave me
Mm-hmm.
passes that were restricted. I had to go back and fix that, and then they gave me unrestricted passes. But it's just the point. Some folks get in there and don't know. You want to hear the line.
Mm-hmm.
Watch a movie or we conversating. Let's pick one.
Yeah, movie etiquette is a lost art. I agree.
Yeah.
If I'm going to watch a movie, I want to hear the line. I don't want to get to a place in the movie and don't know how I got there.
But some people like to talk a little bit during the movie, and that could be just some people just like to be quiet and focus on the movie. Then you got those that, oh, did you see that? Remember? Oh, what? This is getting ready to happen. Ooh, and you be saying to yourself, well, they just shut up. I can't hear. You know,
I don't
some
say that
people
to myself.
they don't want to sit 2 hours and just say nothing, right?
See, I don't say that to myself. I say, ooh, can you shut up or be quiet?
You tell them to shut up.
Can you
So what
keep
if
it
you
down?
took her out on a date and she was just saying little girly things about Freddy Krueger or something? Oh, did you see
Right.
that? Oh. You'll look
little
at her and
girly,
say,
little girly things in conversation and talking is two different things.
so you wouldn't tell her to shut up on that.
And she's like, ooh, ooh. But when people's like, oh man, that was a trip how they did that. I remember ooh, when that one movie they did this and they was coming around the car. I don't want to hear all that. I'm trying to watch the movie. If I didn't look it, I would have
So
went to a movie
you want
with
her
subtitles
to
if that
just
was the
be
case.
quiet? You want her to be quiet the whole show, 2 hours?
So you got just say Denzel. I'm just gonna say Denzel. Denzel is up there saying blah 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 blah. Oh no, let's back up.
Denzel don't have to do nothing but stand
Say
there. He
Billy
don't even
D.
have to say
It's a
nothing.
famous line that Billy D
Denzel
said
just walked
to
into the
Diana Ross
room.
when he told her what is she gonna do when he gave it off. You gonna kill with me or you gonna everybody? Ooh, when Denzel said that. But if people running their mouth, you ain't gonna know what Billy D said because you running your mouth. And then people say, oh, that was a good line. What line? I didn't hear that line.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if we're gonna watch it, it's just like if we're gonna eat, we're gonna eat. You know,
Oh,
if
so
we
it just should be smacking and eating and no talking.
no, you can talk, but what I'm saying is, I'm like, if I go to a restaurant, let's go to dinner and let's go to dinner and talk. And then we get at the restaurant and you just texting and Facebook time doing everything. Well, what the
Yeah.
hell we here? I'm gonna get you to go because I'm so grabbing mine and leaving.
Be like, hey, I'm over here at the restaurant. Look
Hey, baby, wait, hold up. Let me check in. I'm over here at the Four Seas. But I believe you're right. When it comes to, I think your phone should be silenced. If you have business or children or whatever you want people to keep in touch with you, turn the volume down, put your phone in your purse, and your dinner date should be focused on who you're sitting across that table with.
Your movie date should be the same.
The movie date is you have no choice. You sit next to each other watching a movie, but
No, you do. Wait, you can't say you don't have no choice when people do it.
All the time.
when
because some
people
people
do it
got
all the
something
time.
to say, John, about the movie. That's all. I mean, some talk a
No,
little too
Donna,
much.
stop. Some
No,
people
some
run their
talk too
mouth
much.
during the movie. If you at home, if you at the movies, you say, "Hey, let's watch this movie," and they'll start talking. And next thing you know, you talking about something at work. you know,
Not
went
at the
down that
movies.
line.
The movies ain't the place to talk about
But
at work.
people do that though. Just because you sit next to each other don't mean it's a given that they gonna be paying attention to the movie. And then when something happened, you go, "Oh wow!" They go, "What happened? What happened?" I mean, what the hell you mean? What happened?
It
See, but
sounds like
Like you
a
want you to
movie
say,
date gone hostile, if you ask me.
huh?
It sounds like a hostile environment.
No, come on, keep it real. You know, people run their mouth off during the movie. You could be listening to it. It start back. Just think about it in class. You trying to listen to what the teacher's saying. You always got somebody. Man, I'm tired of her talking this, and you trying to get what the teacher's saying.
Yeah,
That
I
ain't got
guess
nothing to do with hostility.
it's a time and place, but I mean, I must say you don't want somebody to talk the entire movie, but I do think that it should be some kind of words back and forth about something. I mean, it's either a scene, you don't go too deep into it, but I mean, you shouldn't feel like you have to put a muzzle on.
But that's what you talk about later. That's the conversation. But if somebody says something, then you go to talking, and now something else taking place. I'd have missed it. Because
What
I
y'all,
lines
like
don't
what y'all
stop.
think about
Lines
that,
don't
Gareth?
stop and give you time to run your mouth.
Gareth, when you go to the movies with your wife,
Yeah.
and she wants to say a few things, I know, right?
Well, will we say a few things? Be
So,
clear.
do you want her to be quiet, or do you guys have dialogue going back
God.
and forth on a couple of scenes, or what?
Monday.
She can say one thing,
Monday.
just one thing,
And
and then she had to shut up. And then you can say one thing.
yeah.
But it's a whole 2-hour movie. So you may have something in the first scene and then something in scene 42. When the movie is over, you have your talk.
That's right, Garrett. When it's over, then we talk.
Yeah.
How we gonna
JJ,
talk about something we
Nah,
ain't
when there's
finished
a
seeing?
love scene, when there's a love scene going on the screen, I'm gonna look at my partner. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do this to you when we get home.
hello, and he gonna say, yeah, keep talking,
But
daddy.
see, that's a
Yep,
quick.
yep.
No, that's a quick. But see, that's a quick statement. Oh, I'm gonna do that when we get home.
I'm gonna
But
do
now,
that when we get
oh, look
home.
how they doing that. I remember in so they was doing this and doing that, and and next thing you know, you conversation, and all you gotta do is look around. You're gonna see everybody looking over at your seats. Would they shut the hell up?
What about you, Cordell? You want her to shut up too?
My take on it is this. That's why you go during the week. That's why you don't go on the weekends. Used to be back in the day, you got the usher would come in, flash the light on you, say, hey, be quiet, and put you
Exactly.
out.
Mhm.
But
They don't do that no more. They don't
Yeah,
do
they
that.
do. Yeah, they
nowadays,
do.
it's not like that too much.
They
So
come.
I haven't
Look
seen it
here.
at the theater
I
I
got.
go
I
to.
go. I go to the theater,
you got to go to the theater.
and they
Really
come
get the
and
experience.
they say things. They'll tell you. Sometimes they'll take a double check. You let your phone light up or something, they'll take a double check. Shoot, some of them. Yeah, okay, hey.
I mean, they I know they used to do that, whatever. They probably do it at some theaters and some not. I know when I go to the one in Vacaville, they have somebody ready to clean up once the show is over. But other than that, if you're not having any issue, they not really walking around messing with you.
Yeah,
I
I
had to
wonder
call
about.
them one
Well,
time for an issue.
when
They
we say
came.
issues, if people talking, that's the issue. A lot of times, some of them folks they come around and they blend up, and sometimes they don't even send the people who work there. They send the security guard up there. When I was at the theater, the security guard came in there and said, "Hey, y'all need to keep it down."
Well,
It's
how do
like
you
if
think?
them youngsters be like, well, they be real loud and pumped
Lady,
up.
this was a grown woman standing up in the middle of the goddamn thing. She down the front and she got her phone. She looking around like, where you at? Like she talking to somebody on the phone. A grown woman. It ain't just them youngsters.
She was trying to find her boo.
She didn't have no boo
How you
Well,
know?
I'm
because the
wondering
people who
about those
came
people.
over was another woman with some other kids running and loud. That's why I left her up out of there. She was worse. She was worse than
Well,
the kids. At least when you told the kids, hey, y'all need to keep it down. People trying to watch the movie. It was cool. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. A grown woman. She get up in the midst of all of them. So now they watching her because they with her. They watching her. So what you think they gonna do? They falling in line behind the leadership of the adult who running them out. She stood up in the theater and looked around like she was at the concert somewhere looking for somebody. Our seats is down here, boo. Please.
well,
Tell
I'm
her
gonna
she
have
was
to
on her
wonder.
phone like nobody business while we
I
was
have
in.
to wonder about those people who have a happy, fun adult time in the theater.
They have
Cause
what?
the happy, fun adult time in the theater, the clap in the theater. I've had several friends that have successfully had reached to the epitome of that and in the movie theater.
Because there was
Yeah,
no
they sit
disturbance.
way up at the top. They be up at the
I'm
top.
like, wow,
Well,
that's
you know,
bold.
the way
In
how
the
they
theater.
design, the way how they design some of these theaters nowadays, they have really lounge seats that you can lounge in.
Yeah.
Some of them have to the point where you bring in alcohol, and some of them
They
even
sell
to the point where,
alcohol at the theater.
yeah,
Yeah.
even to the point where you order your food, you be delivered to your seat. So
That's where I get my stuff, right to my seat. I
right,
get my
so
everything, my drinks, everything right to my seat.
yeah,
Put it in through the app. Go sit down, wait for it to come.
to come,
And
yeah. So it all
but when
depends.
you spending money like that, you don't want people sitting up there blocking your view, talking during the movies and stuff, because the movies ain't cheap.
No, it's not the same experience
They're
anymore.
not cheap. And I'm not gonna sit up there and spend my money and you gonna run. Y'all want to gather? Y'all decided to gather here? Okay, well I want my money back. I'm not doing that.
I think it's an individual respect thing, and you do want to. You pay to hear the movie. You want to hear the movie. But if two people decide to get it on up at the top row, that's their business.
But they ain't talking. I don't
You
care
gotta
what they
just
doing
move
up
up to the
there.
front row so you don't hear the.
They can be in the front. They could be in the front. They could be
Right.
in the back. But if you ain't sitting up there, oh, look at that, I ain't worried about it.
Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Man, I went money. I used to work at the movie theater. When I was working, I had to clean that up.
You said it was a lady at the movie theater.
No. When I was working at the movie theater,
Oh, when you was working at the movie theater,
I had to clean that up.
you had to clean
that
up the clap.
Yeah.
They was clapping up there, and you had to clean the stain.
Yeah.
Come
Shut up, Gareth. Are you serious?
Everybody was doing everything in the St. Francis. Grant them busted so many people up in there. Grant them put so many people up out that theater. It's ridiculous.
St. Francis Theater, you called back the old days.
Grant come in there and come out of nowhere. Hey, what you doing? And haul you right on out.
But you don't see them doing it. It be after the fact, right?
No, Grant
It be after. It be
used
after.
to bust people in the midst. After the fact, what I'm complaining about after the fact.
No, I was talking about Gareth when he said he see him and he has to clean up. He used to have to clean up the mess behind people up in the rows doing their thing. I'm saying
But
you
they
never caught
they
them
twerk in the
doing it, right,
theater?
Gareth? You didn't catch them doing it. You just had to clean it up.
Yeah. I clean it up.
Yeah, see, that's just some bold spur of the moment thing that two lovers just want to do. Anywhere they if the mood hit them, the spot hit them, they just do what
I
they
wouldn't have
do.
a problem with it.
And
See,
I mean,
Just go get more popcorn.
that's the part that 112 forgot in that song Anywhere. They forgot we could do it at the movies. They forgot that part.
yeah, we can do it
They
at the
should put-
movie.
they could have put that in there. It would have been nice, you know.
Yeah, because
The people-
it's just something else. I mean, you don't go to the movies with the intent of doing that. You just sometimes or sometimes being close. Sometimes you feeling on the person next to them and all that.
You look here. You go with a woman, your youngster especially. You going with intentions of something.
You
And
going
gonna
with
be
intentions
rubbing
to
on
go to
something.
the snack bar and get some popcorn
No, I don't know where. No, stop it.
and bring it back.
Stop it. You
You
got
don't go
intentions.
to the movies with intentions to clap. Come on now,
I got
John.
intentions to
Yeah,
squeeze
I'll
on
start
some
with the
titties or
popcorn.
something. Rub on
You
some
reach into the
titties and rub
popcorn.
between
You
the
ain't
legs
trying to
or
squeeze on her
something.
breasts. Now that may if
Why
that's
not?
somebody,
Why
if that's
not?
somebody you've been
Why
dealing with,
not?
Not
Donna,
no
what are
new,
you
not no
talking
first
about?
date or two, John. You
Oh,
ain't.
now you throwing in. Now she throwing in first date and stuff like that. Donna, first date have created how many babies in this world? Cut it out.
Well, they ain't
First
got. I
date.
ain't never got no first date babies, but
Well,
I'm
that's
just saying.
you. That's you.
You don't on the first date or two. You don't have to be squeezing titties at the movie
Oh,
theater.
Donna, stop it.
You don't.
How many kids has been produced on first dates, Donna?
I don't know. Statistically, let's look it up.
But do you believe there's been a lot?
No,
Oh, Lord, you ain't that naive.
I don't believe it's been a lot of babies conceived on those first dates.
Oh,
Hey,
my
Donna,
God.
I will
Donna,
say this.
how come they always say, I just met her? It was the first
Yeah.
time. How'd she get pregnant? And Murray
I know
always
first date.
turn.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't get pregnant on the first date, but I'm not gonna say that's a big old
Well, it only take
statistical
one
hit the root
time.
thing.
It could have just been the first date. It only take one time. Yeah, people
Yeah,
don't
but you ain't gonna
cheat
take
on
me
that.
on no first date and we
But
ain't
that's you. You
porn and
can't
stuff and
take
you
your
squeezing on
opinion.
titties.
But that's your
ain't the one.
opinion. That's your opinion. But other people, shoot, trust me, they done stopped at the store and grabbed the condoms on their way. Stop playing.
Going to the movies?
Garrett,
Why don't you just get her a room?
why? When the theater at the time was only so much, and I can't get no room. I ain't got no credit card, but I got $20 for 2 tickets.
Take her to the hot tub.
Shoot, you got old
Hey,
men.
do they still do the hot tubs?
Yeah, Berkeley,
still
they still do the hot tubs.
Yeah, I know they used to have them here and there, but
They
I
still
don't.
got them.
They got
still
one in
got 'em.
San Leandro, but I don't know. The one downtown Oakland, I think, is not there no more.
I wouldn't even go there.
It used to be one right there on Broadway on
Yeah, I don't think I would patronize that place too much.
next to the Crab Shack or something. It used to be right over there.
Exactly, next to the Crab Shack. You talking
Yeah,
about
folks.
the one by the hospital?
Yeah.
What's them called? Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah, that's not there anymore though.
Yeah, exactly.
But it used to be a hot tub right
So
over there.
imagine the hot tub place. The Crab Shack could survive.
Lord have mercy. I say be careful with these hot
That's
tubs
too
and all
close to
that
some
too.
crabs.
Because it's a lot of stuff. I don't know how good thorough they clean out that hot tub thing with, but it's a lot of stuff getting in and out of that water. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I went to a hot tub just one time in my life, and then I didn't like the experience. I was like, nah, something fishy about this. And
It
was
used to be the thing going on
in
when
San Lorenzo, right across from that theater on his
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still there. The one on Hesperian and San Leandro right there.
Yeah.
It's I mean, people do it when they just need a quick, exchange, and maybe they have a situation ship where they can't come out and play overnight or whatever, or living with someone or whatever. And some just do it for the fun. They do something different.
I was working construction at the time, and I just needed a hot tub, and they was looking at me strange because I didn't have nobody with me. But I was like, I need to relax. 24-hour fitness was crowded. I was like, let me go over here and soak. But I went in there and I was like, I don't like this. Let me get up out of here.
That's what
They
I
got
go
the
for.
sauna. They got the sauna,
I
and
go
they got
to soak my shoulder because I had to submerge after surgery. After a while, they wanted me to submerge it into warm water, to hot water. So I couldn't do it in the bathtub.
No, I would
go to the hot tubs, and they take that thing, they clean them. The ones like that in there, you see them open. That thing is not in service because they do that backwash and flush that water and stuff. They cycle that water in the cleaner. But the whole fact is, some people go because let's go to the hot tubs. It's like, let's go to the beach. Let's go here. Let's go there. The hot tubs the hot tub has always been a relaxing, romantic spot. If you had the hot tub in your house, in the hotel, or wherever, a hot tub has always been a romantic spot.
And you can take your drinky drink in there.
Yeah.
All that. But anyway, shouts out to the hot tub. Anybody else got anything to share? Anything? What's going on? We talked about the raw bacon. We talked about the hot tub. Something else got to be bubbling over somewhere. What's going on? No?
No, I got my notebook ready for the inquiring minds right now.
Yeah, I had to search through here to find something. I think, let me get to that right now. I didn't do any hot topic, current events. I didn't do that. I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Well, what y'all think about that submarine crap they trying to distract us with?
Exactly. And I believe it is a distraction, like you say.
Because Barack Obama recently said as well that there were about 700 people on a boat that sank, that had migrants on it. And but the billionaires with that little hot tub submarine got more focus than the migrants that
So they
died.
said that the people on there, what'd you call it? They just evaporated or disappeared. What happened to?
Oh yeah, they imploded, like it got crushed like a can, and so all 5 of them got turned into mush. They lied and said that that they had been to the Titanic several times, but that grade of a vehicle couldn't withstand the pressure. So there was no way that they went and saw the Titanic.
So what do you think the click clank, the noise they were hearing? They were hearing some noise.
I think they was making that up. I think that was just adding some salt and pepper to the distraction.
Yeah, because if you hear noise like that with sonar, you know exactly where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, we used sonar to take out the enemy in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
It was really simple to do. Sonar used to be the big thing. So sonar has improved a lot better since the 40s. So that was just a hoax to say, hey, let's tell them something, It was already, they were gone already.
Yeah, they were gone that Sunday.
So they were, because of the pressure and because of, they were, like you said, smashed, evaporated.
Yeah, the vehicle wasn't designed to go to that amount of depth.
That depth going down.
Yeah, like the amount of pressure that some scientists describe was the equivalent of having 2 Empire State Buildings on top of you to that level. I don't know if that's an exaggeration or not. It sounds like it might be, but
so help me understand this without cutting you off. So the purpose of all that was to go down and try to find the Titanic?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a tourist attraction. It was like a sightseeing type of thing. And the materials that were used weren't designed to withstand that amount of pressure. And on top of that, they were using a video game controller, something similar to this Xbox controller I have right here, to steer the vehicle.
To navigate the vehicle, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, come on, like this is connected via USB, and this has proven to be unreliable sometimes. And I have it connected directly to my Xbox. So you mean to tell me you're gonna steer a vehicle with this, and it's gonna emit signals and safely get you where you need to go?
So listen, this is what's really strange. They were saying that it was using Wi-Fi. I heard one report.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
I can't even depend on Wi-Fi calling. Are you serious right now?
That's the story that they was feeding us. It was using Wi-Fi. When I heard that, I said, "Nah."
You sure it wasn't Bluetooth? Because Bluetooth is also unreliable.
I heard Wi-Fi. That's the story I heard. Wi-Fi.
Wow,
I'm saying to myself,
deep.
now you guys are really lying, You're really telling the public a story.
You can use Wi-Fi. We have to understand Wi-Fi doesn't mean it's internet. So a lot of times
you're saying, you can still use Wi-Fi.
So they could have been using, they could have had a central hub, and everything was running off that through Wi-Fi, which is stupid because if you're guiding something like that or dealing with something like that, I would prefer wires because you get things lost in the mix of the transfer in the air. So that's
Yeah,
why
at
people
least
end up
have something like this with
when
a
they
cord.
do
I
when they
like
do
cords.
certain transfers and they say, oh, the file is corrupted because it got lost because they was trying to send it through Wi-Fi or wireless, or Bluetooth transmission or whatever. But there's no way in the world. How you gonna be under there with no? Like you see, if they're using a Wi-Fi system, that's even worse because the connection, the connect. You got to think the relationship, just like a remote control. Since he brought up the game, you use a wireless remote control onto that console. Some controllers will tell you, oh, it's going to be a 3 millisecond delay or whatever, whatever. So you just imagine whatever they're going on. That
Yep,
don't
I have a
mean
delay with the cord.
you can't experience longer delays. Shoot, I experience delays between my remote control and the TV.
Right,
I'm pushing the sucker, still ain't registered. I pushed it. Wait a second, then
right.
the channel changed. So, uh-uh.
But I think that,
But that was forget that.
prayers to those family. I have
That
no
junk, they shouldn't
idea
have went up under that doing that kind
why
of stuff.
the Titanic was so long ago. What was
There's always been a fascination with shipwrecks. Just like I have a fascination with abandoned malls. Like I grew up in the era where malls were thriving and people were always in them. Now malls are abandoned and becoming dilapidated. And I just find that interesting. And I watch videos of people exploring empty malls. And it's fascinating to just see that a whole mall full of potential is just empty. So I could see the fascination with the shipwreck that is a famous shipwreck at that. I could see it, but I would rather, send a drone. Like, why not develop some kind of drone that you can control and see every crevice of the Titanic without putting people's lives in danger? You can sit from the comfort of your own home and still make potential history. That's just my take on it. But lives were lost because of it. That day, like they even went as far as to count down how much air they could possibly have because they didn't find the people. But go to find out they were gone days before.
Yeah, they only had so much amount of air. They said 5 days, but they had already been gone missing for over a week. So
So it was 5 people and not one was found. No more bodies of no.
Yeah, because it crushed them. It like they're in a heavy metal device. I want to say it was 20,000 pounds, which I couldn't comprehend something that small being that heavy. But imagine being crushed by all of that metal and carbon fiber. Nobody could survive it.
Yeah. So prayers to them. And yeah, that's something too. That's sad,
tell you the current event is
calling
calling Juneteenth a neo-independence.
Who called it a neo?
That's was the one governor called it neo-independence. Saying it is a way to deter people from the true celebration of 4th of July, of Independence Day. But see, the cold part about it is in their hate it was 1860 something or whatever, when everything was, the emancipation and all that stuff. They celebrated the 4th of July or in June 19th. That was the only time it was celebrated at that time. But that was like it put a slap in the face towards the removal of slavery. And But they try to say, oh no, our independence came in 4th of July. No, 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 no. People were still slaves at the time. You broke
Right.
away from a country that you were a civilian of. That's all that was. You fought against your own country. That's how come the Civil War wasn't no problem with the Civil War, because they were used to fighting against each other as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the independence for that. That had nothing to do with black people. And Juneteenth has nothing to do with separating the reality of Independence Day, of 4th of July. But just the cold part, they said, why should we be we shouldn't be celebrating any other independence or any other whatever other than 4th of July. But they break their neck when it comes to Cinco de Mayo. There are more drunk
Right.
folks out there than it is people of that nationality. So
That
don't
just
play
goes.
with me. And we're
That,
doing that because of what? See, so
Mm-hmm.
you got to listen with a third ear. Keep telling you,
it just
gotta
goes to
listen.
show that everything that Black people do is under a microscope. We were controlled under slavery. We were controlled after slavery with the Jim Crow laws, and we're still being controlled with the media and the perception of us throughout the globe. So it's not surprising that they're trying to erase our history and trying to lie to future generations about what really happened, and banning books and banning media that talk about where we come from, period. So it goes down to everything. It's to control how we spend as consumers, because
Mm-hmm.
we have let's keep it real, we have the highest buying power in the country. But unfortunately, a lot of us don't know that. And so we're buying brands that don't care about us. Nike don't care about us. Adidas don't care about us. They were quick to take Kanye, even though, forget Kanye because he's not for us. But let's just use this as an example, that they were quick to X him out, and they're suffering behind it. They having to honor that contract behind Xing him out. And it goes on and on, and it goes deep and deep, and it's too much. Let us have our celebrations how we celebrate it. Let us enjoy our music how we enjoy it. This is our culture. I'm sick of people coming in and telling us how we should celebrate and how we should create. This is, but at the same time,
And what's celebrated? What to
but
celebrate and when?
they profit off of us constantly. Everything we do, they profit off of us, and then they give us pennies for what we do, but they'll pay the next person who appropriates our culture. They give them way more money than they give us. We're the originators. Without us, you what are y'all? Y'all trying to figure something out. Y'all bouncing off of something else we did back in the day. Don't get me started.
So you see how the ladies stole the cookbook from the girl, Angry Bacon? And that's generation for our culture, because when things would go a certain way, they would go bake, they would cook, and that was a way of their therapy. And these ladies took it and they did the book that the Black girl had been doing and produced, promoting all this stuff, and they took it for their own profit.
Yep.
Right in their face just recently. And then you had the lady who, after uh Annabella, after that group got in trouble, after people came down on them about that name and how it related to slavery, then they ended up changing their name, and they took the name of this lady who's been performing under this name for over 30 years, and the courts granted them the name without any reservations to her. She gets no royalty or nothing. She even tried to say, well, hey, let's see how we can figure this out. And they said, well, oh, well, the judge said this, the judge said that. But the whole fact is, it doesn't matter what the judge said. Your morals is already shot because you let it go to that point.
Exactly.
You didn't care about this lady.
Wow.
Lady A. Lady A.
Yep. On top of that, another thing that happened is the Supreme Court took away the ability for people to overturn convictions, wrongful convictions. So if you go to prison for something that you
Well, that's
didn't do,
federal, J&J.
yeah,
That's
that's federal.
federal.
That's federal. It's on a federal level. You're right. It's on a
That's
federal level.
federal.
But they took that away. They're slowly snatching away our rights, and on top of all of these other distractions that are going on in this country, and it's getting deeper. It's getting deeper.
Yeah.
But you know, these distractions, these little tokens of that giving us that that suspect Martin Luther King statue. I'm sorry, I'm not with that. I'm not feeling that. That looks sus, and I'm not even gonna say what I think it looks like, but I don't like that. Like, we don't need statues and stuff. That's not.
So you say do away with the statues. There's no.
Why we gotta argue about reparations when everybody else got theirs? Come on now. Everybody else got theirs, but we can't get ours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
They're
this
trying to
stuff
lie
is
and
not
they're trying to
new.
lie and say that
None
black
of this
people
stuff is
are
not
more on
new.
welfare than other people in the system. Come on now.
They are.
They got
When I look at the at work, when I look at the demographics and stuff, and you look out through the state, do you know the white folks receive more benefits?
Yeah, they get way more.
But you got to look, that's
When they
where it was
apply, they
created
get way
around.
more.
That's why you got
Why
to
is
be
that?
careful.
Why do you
You got
think
to
they
be
get way
careful
more?
about the myth. You got to be careful about the myth about welfare and black people and welfare. Because welfare was not created around black people. It was
It
created
was not.
around
Nope,
the
it was not. You're
white folk.
absolutely right.
Black people
You're
wasn't
absolutely right.
allowed welfare until way later. Way later.
Yep.
So just be clear. You got to be clear about that. Now they just raised the federal poverty level now as for regarding low income is now at 122,000. So if you got 122,000 or less, you considered low income.
Yep. Ain't that something?
And that's in some areas, like especially California, the Bay Area. So then now I was just sharing with somebody, if people had property, one person had property, they were only allowed like $2,000 worth of property and they would qualify for these benefits. Now one person can have 135,000 or 195,000, something like that. One person. And let me tell you, if you have a house and you live in that house and that house is worth $3 million, you live in that house and you have a car, you have a Bugatti that's worth $250,000, and you come apply for benefits, that house is going to be exempt and that Bugatti is going to be exempt. So therefore, you'll be coming with zero property. They make it a way. How can we help those who are so-called struggling with all this money? Now, let's be careful. Now you had a percentage of people who was receiving benefits at a certain level, right? Or limit, income level, right? Now that level has been expanded. So them same funds that you were distributing now are being distributed among a lot more people. So therefore, what does that mean? That means now benefits are going to be shortened. Benefits are going to be shortened.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
So what do people do? I mean, how do they combat this? What?
Well, a lot of my things would be the country can, okay, if you have over $100,000 that you have access to, this is $100,000, let's just say in your bank, the country, hey, just like they got these credit repairs or whatever, okay, or credit guide coaches or whatever, they can help people say, okay, you have this amount of money, we're going to help you. Either you can try to start your own business, do whatever, to make you're more opt to be more self-sufficient with that kind of money to compare to somebody who's trying to keep $100 in their bank so it don't overdraft every month.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot greater opportunity to be self-sufficient compared to someone else who's below the poverty level, who's probably making between 18, because even if you make $30,000 a year, trust me, you are not making enough money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You are not making enough money, especially when you have rent and stuff around $2,000. You're looking at $2,500. You're looking at $24,000 a year. Just imagine how much money you spend in these other areas barely trying to make it. So if you made $35,000 on the year, you pay $2,000 a year for rent, right? You got $11,000 left, right, for that year, right?
Right.
So let's say $1,000, close to $1,000 a month, right? What's included in that $1,000? Now you paid your rent or your mortgage, whatever. You still got your food, you got insurance, you got depending on your health care, because if you don't qualify, you got share costs or you got premiums. These are other things before I even start stocking my god dog covered.
Right.
And then if I have to get to work and I live in the area is cheap because this is the only way I can afford, but their public transit is terrible. So now my commute is different. Now I have to commute a certain way. So now I'm paying money that way. They don't look at you. You cannot make it. Two incomes is really the minimum that a household can survive. Unless you have even supplements that you may be receiving, SSI or certain things or whatever. Shoot, and if they taking your Part B out of that, so that's already $170 or whatever, close taken out of that. And then you still got to try. And then if you are on Medicare, guess what? Now you gotta pay the Part B, and you got to try to get you a C, because when you're on Medicare, you don't qualify for Medi-Cal.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's costing you more because of the situation or the circumstance that led to Medi-Cal. It could be aged, it could be a disability, you could be blind. Whatever that circumstance that led you to Medi-Cal, to Medicare, I mean, now you don't qualify for all this free medical stuff, what they consider.
So Medicare is for you have to have a certain diagnosis or age or sickness.
It could be what they call it, age, blind, or disabled, ABD.
Right.
Age, blind, or disabled.
No. Okay.
And so it don't have to. You could be 20 getting SSI, or what have you. But the whole point is that what they give you, if you play Part B, let's just say you get $1,000 and $64. When that Part B comes out, and if you pay $164.90 for the Part B, some people pay $170.10. If you pay that for Part B, when that comes out, that money that you received, now you're down to $800 and something.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't even talked about the other things you have to do with. And unless you have some type of assistance on your housing, or whatever, but if you don't have no assistance on your housing and things like that, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough for folks. And they don't understand that. And this ain't because of a choice. This is circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
CIC, like they call it, CIC, change in circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
And the government is supposed to take care of you for that. And now they're trying to cut that. They're trying to cut
it.
They're trying to get rid of Medicaid.
They're trying to get rid of people being influencers. They don't want people to make money on their own, being entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want people to be able to just, go out here. If you want to work the flea markets and that's how you make your money, they're trying to X that out. There's all kinds of other avenues. They want you in these offices and stuff. They're mad because nobody wants to work at the office no more.
They want a way to collect your money. That's why they are
Yeah,
attacking Cash App, Zilla,
yeah.
and all
They're trying
them.
to end
They're
all that.
trying to get
PayPal,
away
Venmo,
to
Cash
get
App.
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Why you this just go? Why you think marijuana was legalized?
A distraction.
Taxes.
Yeah,
Taxes.
taxes. It was another
They
way
had to
make
figure
money.
out a way to get taxes. When they was able to put a ban on cigarettes, when they put that ban, well, now it's on the seal, is on the pack of the cigarettes. That seal, when they put that on there, now they collect the taxes. The
Yep.
whole thing, prohibition, it was about how can we make money off of it? We ain't worried about the alcohol because they want alcohol too. But they want to know how can we make money off of that?
Yep.
And
They
that's what
even
it
want
came down, what it comes down
They even
to.
want to tax the barter system. If
Mhm.
I do a service for Miss Donna real quick, they want to tax that. If we do a trade in services, for example, okay, I do music for Miss Donna, and then she gives me some business advice, and we feel like that's an even trade. The IRS want to tax that.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the heck? You
Yeah.
can't. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I got about 20 copiers right now. I'm gonna get this thing down, Cordell. I'm gonna start printing my own money.
Good luck. Good luck.
What did he say? He gonna start printing his own money?
Here's the thing, John. Here's the thing. That money you printing, it's not gonna be worth the money it's on.
Shoot, it ain't even the money they pay us ain't even worth the
They got all
paper
these
it's
other
on.
countries. They got all these other countries that got the BRIC system. I don't know if y'all know about that, but the BRIC system is in development right now. They're coming up with meetings right now to get rid of the American dollar being dominant.
Oh, well, that's with China, Russia, and
Brazil.
Another country, yeah, because the problem is they're trying to create a currency that's going to be a controlling currency throughout the world. But the cold part about it, the dollar bill is still all over the world. It is still the most sought out currency. So until it's just like when they came in with the Linux Center systems, and they thought the Linux systems, even Apple, they thought the same thing. They was gonna push Windows out the way. Windows had already been conquering like 90% of the companies of
I
the
use
population
Linux,
of just the nation.
I love Linux. I'm a Linux dude.
Yeah, but see but that's fine. But see, you can't. It's hard to push out what's been established. You know, you can't do it. Just like history. You know what they say. You know, people say, "Oh, they're trying to rewrite history." First, you have to erase history before you can rewrite it. So
that's true. I still gotta
happen.
depend on Windows programs, believe it or not. There's certain things that I still need Windows for.
You go exactly
screensaver.
Exactly. So it's gonna be certain things that folks gonna still need the dollar bill for. I don't care what they create.
Absolutely.
Right.
It ain't
money talk, money talk, and what, Garrett?
BS Wall.
That right.
I'm gonna say it for you, but you guys, we went all in left field with that one, but that's good. Good information and good things to think about to lay on the table here.
Everything. The dollar bill gets you everything.
Yes, yes.
And no, it gets you everything to all the way to coochie. It gets you everything.
Okay.
It gets you drugs.
Did he say hoochie?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
You said hoochie?
Everything.
I wasn't expecting that.
You didn't say hoochie. You said
no.
coochie.
I didn't say hoochie. I said
I got toast to that.
The dollar bill will get you coochie. It'll get you a hoochie
but
too.
What I'm
get
trying
both
to say
one
is
dollar
how
bill.
it gets you everything. You come with Bitcoin, or you come with something else, and then you come with some cash. Let me tell you something, Cordell. You probably already know, Garrett. Look here. Somebody say, "I want $2,500 for this car," and you say, "Okay, I'm gonna come check it out." And you pull out $1,900 in cash, and you say, "This is all I got." They gonna look at that and they're gonna be like, Give it here.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
take it.
No. So had to sell my car one time. I had a car that I was selling before I had to leave Colorado back in 2015, and my goal was $1,000. They came with $800. I took that $800.
Hey, it's easy to see a check walk away than some cash walk away. Trust me.
I needed
Because
that.
you don't see, because that check can do all kind of things. But one thing about the dollar, it don't bounce.
The booty bounces. The booty bounces though.
And that's why the
that's
dollar
true, the
buys.
booty
That's
bounces.
why the dollar buys bouncing booty.
The dollar will buy a bouncing boo boo. Yes,
It
Lord.
buys bouncing booty.
Let her go on and bounce it, or him, or whoever bounced it.
Whoever bouncing balls, bouncing booty. It don't
I
matter.
wonder how much you have to pay for that though. How much? I don't
Huh? Oh,
You
girl,
say the dollar
please.
bill or buy it. Buy it. I mean, you go to a
Look here.
strip club and you watch women bounce their booties. You pay to get in and you give her dollar bills, right?
No, you don't pay to get in.
They let you in free to the bouncing booty club.
Hell, all the drinks and dollars you throwing all over the place. Hell, you done paid for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people admission.
I think it depends on where you go, John.
They don't. Look here. I done been to the gentlemen's. I done been to Centerfolds, the Gentlemen's Club. I've been to the Gentlemen's Club down on Howard. Let me tell you, the Gentlemen's Club. All they say to you, we selling this bottomless cup. You can buy this bottomless cup if you want.
Well, just look at all the money you're gonna be without when you walk out.
You think you're gonna charge somebody to walk into someone and throw their money around? No. They say, check this out. You can buy this cup for $25, $30, $40. It depends. It can be a bottom shelf cup. It can be a top shelf cup. And you would drink out that cup all that night. They make money. Let me tell you, girl, they make money like them other places make money. They don't make money off when you come. They making money off the accessories and all that other stuff. You go into them stores, and when you get into that line, now you see every store got that line with them long knickknacks all over the place before you get to the cash register. Because that's where the money, the gas station. Why you think you go to the gas station, a bag of chips costs you $3? Because that's where they make the money at. That gas, you can only sell gas for the price of gas.
That's right. For the price of gas, for the price of ass, you can only pay gas.
It's also about location.
For the price of gas, you can only pay ass. Which one did y'all say? What did y'all say?
Yeah, that too. Because some people trade ass for gas.
Because it's all about location. Because on an airplane, water bottle costs $6 or $8 to $10. But if you over at 7-Eleven, it's only going to cost you $1 or a couple of dollars.
No, it's going to cost you more than that at 7-Eleven.
I'm just using
I got 2 big bottles of water, $2 for $3.
But now you
2
go
for
to
$3
Costco,
at 7-Eleven yesterday.
You go to Costco and you get water bottles for 25 cents.
See,
because it's their water bottles.
Yeah, it's in the machine.
And Safeway the same way. Their water bottles is cheaper. But shoot, when it comes to that, please.
Well, you know what?
Ass is, excuse my language, but ass is always negotiable.
Ass ain't negotiable.
It's always negotiable. It's always negotiable.
No.
Why you think the price fluctuate?
Well, some people let it fluctuate, but
shoot,
I don't know about that.
It ain't no set stock.
I don't know about that. We need to throw in an inquiring minds want to know question before we.
I'm ready. I've been ready.
They want to know where's the spots. Where the spots where I can get bouncing for $20.
John didn't went all off on a tangent. John didn't went in left field today. He talking about ass for cash.
I ain't went in left field. I followed
from the hoochies. I mean, I don't know what's going on. You know, but I guess you bring it.
When you're in the public, deal with the public, and you the public, you know the public prices.
I mean, I don't know. I think men know better than women as far as the prices out here to buy some ass. I don't know.
Women know.
Statistically speaking, do women go out and buy ass too?
Yeah, they call them gigolos. What y'all talking about?
They call the women gigolo.
No, they call. Stop it, Donna. Now
I
you,
feel like women are more
your
discreet than
devil's
this. They
advocate
have
right
more.
now is not working.
They
It's not
call
They're
working.
more
him a
discreet
gigolo
players.
because the woman is buying ass from the man.
Boy, toy, whatever you want to call it.
Like
So
they know somebody. They know somebody that knows somebody. Like for example, I might know Miss Pearly down the street, and like I guess she might hook me up with somebody that needs something, and then I can go deliver my services to the person she know or something like that.
so
JJ,
that would make you a gigolo.
Right,
JJ.
exactly. I made myself the gigolo.
I mean, it's
for
kind of
example.
like you a
Well, you
hoe,
made
but
yourself
you
the
a
Yeah,
gigolo.
yeah,
gigolo.
exactly. It's kind of like a hoe, but it's more discreet because I'm within their inner circles, and they know what kind of services I could render.
JJ,
So when her buying it from you, she becomes the what?
the purchaser,
Yeah.
the investor.
Yeah,
Would you,
that's a good word.
she becomes the trick now. She's the
Yeah.
she's
So
not
what
the
is the
she's the
man that
Joan.
buys
She's
it?
not the
If the
John.
man
She's the
buys it from
Joan.
her on the corner, what is he?
He the same thing.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. He interested. That's what he is.
But she the hoe that's he's buying it from, but you the gigolo and not the hoe.
Huh?
I'm
Confused.
kind of a hoe too.
You the gigolo, so
Wait,
what does
what's the
that make
difference? What's the
her?
difference between a whole
Is she the
prostitute
pimp?
and
Is she the
whatever?
pimp?
What's the
She
difference?
kind of the pimp. Yeah, she's kind of the pimp because she's hooking me up with Miss So and So down the street, so I
But is
can
she
make
making
sure
a
that she feels
profit?
good.
She may be getting a
See, if
percentage.
she's not getting a
Yeah, she
cut,
might get a percentage off of
well,
that transaction.
might. But if
She
she's
might. We
not
don't
getting
know.
a cut, they just sharing your name, passing it around. That's all that is. Oh, girl. Oh, guess who just came to my
No,
mind?
she
JJ.
gotta
Little
be a
JJ.
pimpette for doing that. She gotta be
Yeah,
a
You ain't got.
pimpette.
You ain't
she
got
might be a
to.
pimpette.
You ain't
She
got
She
might
to.
gotta
be.
be a pimpette,
She
John.
might be a
You
Oh
pimpette.
my God, Cardell, they can't be that naive, right?
you gotta be
No,
a pimpette if you're doing it like that, John.
Donna's stretching it out for the show, John. Come on now.
I'm about to draw a
Hey, I
mustache
might
with
be
this
like, for
Sharpie
example,
on
I
her
might
face.
be pressed for cash, and I'm just like, I don't care if she pimping me out. I'm gonna go. I
JJ
need
say
this
she's
money.
a pimpette.
Yeah, I might be pressed for cash. Hey, you can pimp me out. Hey, hook me up with her so I can get this money real quick. I'm not even tripping.
So
off the
JJ
dynamics
goes
of it.
and he sleeps with the pimpette because Miss Such and Such hooked them up. Now Miss
Wait,
Such and Such
the
is
pimp
getting a
at?
percentage
The
from
pimp
the
at?
hookup.
Wait, why
And
is he?
so what
Wait,
I'm
the
trying to
pimp
figure
at?
out,
Who's the pimp at, Donna?
the pimpette is the one that is JJ going to, I mean, the one that's sending JJ
Okay,
to the girl.
Right.
okay.
Hey,
When you said,
Instead of her being the pimp,
I understand.
just hush up. Instead of her being the pimp, like pimps end up putting their girls out on the block, they do their thing, they may hook them up with people and they get paid. The pimpettes get paid too.
Donna, can I just ask a question?
Ask it. Ask it.
How does a pimp make his money?
He makes it off of the hoe.
Okay, how does a pimpette make her money?
She makes it after the hoes.
Okay, so there's really no distinction, right?
Exactly.
Other than one is a man and one is a woman.
Right.
Right. So there really is no distinction. What
Exactly.
what you're describing is a middleman, a person of intro to hook somebody up
Yeah.
to somebody else. That's
And
called a
some people-
middleman. Now the middleman normally
Who
gets a
called
cut.
it a middleman? Is that something you just made up, my
Donna,
brother?
Listen, Donna, I got some crayons here and some
Middleman.
paper.
That's a new term for 2023. Middleman.
It's not-
We
it's
gonna
not-
Google
No, it's not.
that. Where do you get that
You
from?
got people. You got people
middle
who always
person,
want to
man.
be a
middle
middleman.
person. We'll call him a middle person, okay? Middle person.
Because she's a female, why she can't be a pimpette?
Don, I'm
Hey, hey, you better stop,
think this is
Cordell.
funny. I like stirring shit up. I'm
Ativan.
sorry.
You're gonna need
That shit is funny.
Ativan and gabapentin and
Why
everything
JJ
else.
understanding the situation as
No, when he trying to say, because you got to listen to him. He trying to say, if it's somebody who's just mentioning a person, like we mentioned earlier, then they're just a middle person. And you said, well, how nowadays, but you got to look, a lot of people got the attitude of wanting to be the middle person. Oh, I'm gonna hook you up with my person. They're not gonna get anything, but they're just dealing with a claim for themselves.
In other words, it's like a referral, okay?
Thank you.
Understand that one? Referral? It's like a referral.
Is that what a pimp does? He refers?
No.
Oh, no.
Pimp
Get
makes
away
his
from the
money,
pimp.
Donna. You
Get
know,
away from the
you know
pimp.
I
better
said
than
that
that.
she could
Okay, a
possibly
pimp
make
vet
money
makes
off of
money.
it
You grew up in the
instead.
city.
The
She
pimp
like
vet
it.
is making money sending JJ over to.
Yeah, she getting like maybe like what 15%.
She getting a
whatever the fuck.
percentage for hooking it
getting
up
a
with
percentage.
madam. They call her madam.
That's if she is getting anything, like we were saying. She might be getting something from the girl, or she might be, like Cordell saying, just making a referral. Oh, girl, somebody say, I'm trying to get me a little youngster. And then she like, oh, girl, I know who I can refer you to.
Yeah, just the right one.
JJ.
Yeah.
We got JJ right down the road. I can refer you to him. He's a freak in nature.
That ain't no referral.
Yeah, that is a referral.
That's a pimp vet or a madam that's making her
Hey,
percentage.
JJ, go out
Not
on the corner out there,
always.
make me some money.
Not always. Not always.
I don't understand why we can't have pimpettes, but we can have pimps. I mean, I don't understand
You
why
do
it's
got
such a big old.
pimpettes. Why you say you don't got
They
pimpettes?
got a lot of them.
Who said you can't? They just busted this lady just recently for running. She been running a prostitute ring in multiple states. What are you talking about?
They just arrested her?
They got her not
Yep,
too. I'm
so
gonna see if
did.
I saved that article. They bust that lady.
Well,
Now, Donna, to be not naive, why do you think sex trafficking is really popular now?
And
It was popular during the
they
pandemic.
arrested
I'm
a
sure it was
lady
worse
who
during
was
the
a
pandemic.
ringleader for sex trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
And then you heard about the girl who went to the school. She went to the school. She lied, enrolled into school because she was trying to recruit the girls at the school.
Ooh.
well, that's deep right there. And I mean, that's
This-
something else.
She enrolled in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Enrolled in high school. I said, boy,
Well, that's definitely
these
charges.
folks.
That's different from. Well, I don't know.
No, it ain't different. It's the
Pimps
crime.
be
The crime
pimping
is the
young
crime.
girls too. So
We know that. I mean, we know that.
it be
But check
all
this out.
ages.
The game nowadays, a lot of women don't even deal with pimps. They direct.
I mean, if you gonna go there, I mean, I'm not an advocate for being out there selling your body, but if you are going to go there, why not be your own pimp?
Some ladies are out.
Why
out
give
there,
somebody a percentage of
and I
what
can
you
respect
do?
that. I can respect, because I knew a lady. She was taking care of kids. She didn't have no pimp, but every once in a while, she wasn't out there all the time. But she'd be out there. But she take her money. She come because she taking care of kids. I can respect that. But when because that's your body, you make that choice, whatever. But when you take your body and you giving it the funds to somebody else, be it a man or a woman, that's something different right there. That's something different.
That's something real different. And I
You
mean,
know.
if I had to actually be a hoe for whatever reason, I would want to keep all my ends, my coins. I mean, I didn't lay it on my back and did all kinds of stuff with people I didn't even know, putting myself at risk. Why would I want to pay you?
You're gonna get that money to be sweet Jesus. Go pay me beside, go pay my car, get this fine rags. You're gonna do all that stuff for
Is
me.
Cordell talking to pimp talk? Is that what he's doing?
Some of them be concerned about
Is
security.
he talking to pimp? I had to wait a minute, brother. What you say?
Some of them be about security too, depending on the area.
Right.
Having a pimp associated with a pimp gives you some security to where folks don't snatch you up other pimps
Rip
or
you
whatever.
off at the same time. Yeah.
But other than that, look here, come on.
Wow.
I had a friend of mine try to tell me, well, they wanted to be my pimp because I didn't know the area and they know people that might want to be interested in me. And I was like, what?
And they was gonna get paid on you.
Yeah, they was gonna get paid off of me. They was like, bruh, like, let's do this. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Wow.
Hey, he'll be trying to hustle.
That's something like that Girl 6. Remember that movie with what's his name?
Talking
You
about
know,
Spike Lee joint.
yeah, Spike Lee joint, Girl
Yep.
6. And she, getting paid for talking to these men on the phone in seductive ways. But I think in that movie, wasn't somebody getting paid a certain amount off of them doing that?
I watched this thing. They got this guy. I think I still got the video. This guy, he was considered one of the top phone telephone sex people or whatever. And he's sitting up in there. He at home with his wife, and he got a phone and he answered and sound like a woman. And he take them.
There's a business for that.
They making a
I'm glad you
killing.
touched on that.
She don't do nothing. She don't answer no phones. It's just his line, and he gets them lines, and he make a killing, and they both live off that income.
Yeah, because if y'all don't know, the phone sex business is another
major
lucrative businesses.
Come on, stop. Hi. Are you at home by yourself? I'm lonely. Call me.
Call me.
And that commercial,
in 2023.
When the family shows go on,
Hello,
that commercial
I'm
come
not gonna
on.
lie, I thought about doing it.
That show come on when the family shows.
Do they have to see you?
No, it's a
they don't
phone
have to
call.
see me.
They just have to get off on your voice.
It's a phone call.
Yep, and that's
and then they slide their credit card for so many minutes.
And they can send me. Well, unfortunately, shutting off PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and all the stuff because I probably would have joined it.
I don't think it worked for me. Hey, boy.
Well, how else are you gonna get paid though?
They say, what kind
of?
Oh,
they can Cash App you, right?
I'm a German soldier. I'm a woman who's in the German army.
Ooh, and I'll be mad. I have like 1K on my Cash App. They snatch my account off. Oh, I'll be ready. I'm not even gonna say what I'll be ready to do.
You be ready to do some things.
I'll be ready to do some things.
Well, don't do too much. Let's just y'all keep your day jobs. Just don't go into pimping, pimp X or folks. Just keep your day job.
I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not with sex trafficking, especially underage sex trafficking. I'm not with that. But I mean, people gotta hustle out here. It's hard. It's hard out here for a pimp.
I mean, people are doing strange things for some change. Use your assets, my brother. Whatever that is.
For a pimp. Or a pimp.
It's hard out here for a pimp. I forgot the other words, but y'all, that was a good movie though.
It was a good movie.
Hustle and Flow, that go. I like that movie. That was on point, especially that beat they made. It's hard out.
Yeah, that beat still slap.
Look at man,
that's one of my guilty pleasures. I don't let people know I play that.
Say what, Cordell?
Look at man, we're gonna talk about this later, okay?
Oh.
No, that was the role. See, that's because she was talking during the movie, Cordell, and she missed that line.
Y'all talking about the pimp in the movie? I know what you talking about.
Yeah, man.
I done watched that movie 25 times. I know.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Hit her again with the line. Hit her again with the line.
Out here for a pimp.
Hit her again with the line,
Look, man,
Cordell.
we in this car together. We walking down here together. We in control. We controlling this.
What the
You
heck?
and me.
That wasn't no water you was drinking. What was in that bottle?
Oh my God. See,
Whatever's
that's
in there
so
is-
25
I want
times she
some of
missed
what
was
that
ever in
part.
Well,
that
whatever
Look
was
here,
in there,
man.
him and John both.
Look
John
here,
trying to
man.
hide incognito. He know he had. You know you wrong, John.
I want whatever was in
No,
that cup.
y'all gotta understand. I'm over here
Cordell is doing
working.
the mostest today, and Gareth is just sitting back, just taking it
He's
all
taking
in.
it all in.
Because he gonna get in
let
trouble
my
if he
guest just
say too
observe
much. So
everything.
he ain't saying a lot.
He ain't gonna get in trouble. He ain't said nothing to get him
These
in
Wifey
rhymes
trouble.
just
told
come to
him
me,
he
man.
better not
I'm
say
just writing them
nothing.
down as they
Oh,
come
no,
to me,
she
man.
didn't.
You know.
She said on this topic, you stay neutral.
No, she did. No, she did.
You will be on the couch for like
They ain't
2
got. They
weeks.
don't have no controlling relationship like that.
I don't want you in the bed with me.
You need them. You need to mute your speakers, Greg, because that kind of stuff coming through your speakers ain't good.
He got his headphones on. Wifey can't hear him right now.
Okay, so then she can't say nothing about
But
what
she
the
gonna come in
subject
there
is.
in a minute and bust a move, and she gonna say, "Hi,
Well, she gonna come. She
what
probably
y'all
come in
talking
there.
about? What y'all talking
Uh-huh.
about? I heard him. What he said?" And I'm gonna tell her too.
Yeah. We
No,
talking about
I ain't
pimps
gonna
and
tell on
hoes.
you, Gareth. It's
Pimps
our
and
secret.
hoes and
But I
Donna
don't know.
says.
She could be logged in on another computer, so you got to be careful. She may be, But anyway, y'all, let me hit this Inquiring Minds want to know. We are overtime, and y'all want to wait and do it next time. I didn't get a chance to do none of my questions as y'all went to the left, and I gotta find one that's juicy because
Who brought up these topics?
y'all did.
No, you did.
Y'all started talking about Juneteenth, marijuana.
Oh Lord.
The
What we
dollar
say
bill
about Juneteenth?
pays
What
for
we say about
everything.
Juneteenth?
Y'all
What
got
we
to
say
talking about
Juneteenth?
ask for a little cash.
Oh, girl.
Y'all got to talk about pimpettes, hustle and
Yeah,
flow.
I kind of brought some
No,
of
we
this
didn't
stuff
say nothing
along. I'm
about
not gonna lie.
pimpettes. You said something about pimpettes.
Y'all got to talking about the submarine.
Yep, that's me.
Y'all got to talking
I don't care
about
about that submarine.
the bacon and the cooked food.
That's me.
Everything. Yeah.
But that
Y'all
was at
gotta
the
talk
beginning
about-
of the show, Donna.
Y'all got to talk about people talking too much on a date at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Look, your
that
hostess with the
describes
mostest
you.
don't miss a beat. I got it all down.
Yes.
Hey, look here, man.
Talking
Look
about
here,
the
man.
movie theater, she
Look
needs
here.
to shut
I know
up.
Skinny
And
Black.
John said,
I know
shut
Skinny Black. I know
What?
Skinny Black from last.
You know
not
Skinny
the
Black?
head, not the
Skinny
head.
Black. Yeah.
Cordell
I went to
doing
high
the
school with Skinny Black.
what?
You don't know. See, Cordell, she don't even know Skinny Black.
Do no Skinny Black.
I went to high school with Skinny Black. We same school but different grades.
Y'all do the same kind of entrepreneurship?
I told you, Cordell.
Oh wow, the way you worded that.
I'm the hostess with the most.
We
Donna Smith, aka.
in a foreign.
You never know what you're
pharmaceuticals
gonna
and
get
women.
from me.
Uh-huh.
Hello. Okay.
I
Let's
know
do
if I
this
go to
right
movies
quick.
with you, I'm asked the people for one of them hearing impaired things so I can put the
You guys
earphones.
keep throwing these doggone things at me, these topics. This ain't even on my goddamn thing. Y'all just ran the show tonight. Well, goddamn, go ahead on. Do it.
I'm waiting for this inquiring minds. I got my
I
pen
don't
ready.
even know if I want to say inquiring minds no more. Shoot, what's
But,
happening?
hey, at least Ben ain't on tonight to interrupt you, right?
Oh, he probably watching. He gonna come in the last 10 minutes. Hey.
That's why I mentioned. I'm like, where
Donna,
Ben at? I
Donna,
thought he was gonna join in.
Donna.
Ben may
You
have
mean
a
to tell
date.
me
I
you
think
don't
Ben
talk
have
to
a date
Donna?
tonight. Ben had a date.
Donna. You don't know that line.
You know what? You need to stop it.
Donna, you saying you used to be a pimp?
Going out here for a pimp.
Donna.
I used to be a
That's
pimpette. And I used to run with slow Jane, miss a thing. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to do our thing. We had one over here. We had one on the east, the west, the north. We had them.
Mm-hmm.
And I would ask for 35%
Oh Lord.
of what they made.
Oh, you had that
Okay.
pink Cadillac, huh? You was in that pink
No, I
Cadillac?
had to stay on
Yeah.
the under.
That's
So
it.
mine
Mary
wasn't
Kay on
pink.
the other side.
Hers was pink. I had me a cool burgundy flow, baby. I had a burgundy one, drop top.
Some
And I
real
used to like to cruise the streets of
Nigga didn't sing
Oakland,
against the
California. And my hair would be blowing in the breeze and stuff. I had a sunroof top, digging in the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh,
Hey, see, you making me want to make a beat that sounds kind of
hey,
like that.
sunroof top,
Don't get me
digging in
started.
the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh, Oakland, shout out, baby. And I'm a Frisco girl, but I was in Oakland a long time, so you know how that goes too. Okay, here we go. Y'all doing too much. Let's stop doing too much.
Here we go.
Okay, we did that one last time. I gotta find y'all one. I forgot to
What?
we did the one about the boss. The boss wanted a raise. I mean a thing. When you slept with your boss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you reconnect with someone that you have hurt deeply, but you still love one another? I hurt my girl deeply. I think I did this one, huh? She caught me with my son's mom at a concert, and that she was at with her girlfriend. I didn't know she was going. She says that it was a last minute decision for them to go, her and the friends. She saw me and my ex all hugged up and cozy. And get this, we were 5 rows ahead of my girl. What a trip. I wanted to leave, but my ex insisted that we stay. I was so uncomfortable and knew that my girl was hurting inside.
Oh, stop.
They left early before we did, and
Stop,
now
stop,
she is
stop.
having nothing to do with me. I love her. How can I make this right? It was so stupid of me to go there, but it was for her birthday, and I was trying to do something nice for my baby
Oh
mama.
my God.
How do I fix this, or is it dead and over?
He was trying to do something for his baby's mama.
That's who he was out at the concert with.
Excuse. That's it. We had that discussion about using the baby mama. Remember we talked about prison or something. Just because that's the parent don't mean you need to do this and do that. That's an excuse. And then he's talking about he wanted to leave. He only wanted to leave because he noticed that they noticed him. That's
There
the only
was
reason he
5
wanted
rows. There was 5 rows behind.
Yeah.
And if he
And-
wouldn't have seen them, he would not been trying to leave early. Please.
Well, he wanted to leave early, but the girl he was with, his baby mama ex, said no.
Why
You
he
hear?
wanted to leave early?
Because since he ran into his girl there,
That's what I'm
he
saying.
couldn't stomach the fact of making her feel some kind of way.
He stomached the fact when he went with the woman. Is it, come on, third ear. Listen. He couldn't stomach the fact. Huh? Say it again, Cordell.
Just didn't want to get busted.
Exactly. That's all that was. He
And,
couldn't stomach the fact. No, he couldn't stomach the fact. He had anxiety because he had no idea what she was going to say to him. And it was driving him crazy.
This is what I
didn't know
call
the
instant
outcome.
karma.
He talking about he couldn't stomach that she was hurt or whatever. You hurt her when you made the decision to go with the woman. You already hurt her.
Because let's
stop it.
But she wouldn't have never knew had she not showed up.
Donna.
It's not personal, John.
I ain't saying it's personal.
She wouldn't have knew if they hadn't ran into each other.
He already hurt her. He already hurt her.
Now he has.
No, he did when he got with that woman. Because you changed You think the dynamic is going to be the same when you got somebody else you've been dealing with?
Hell no.
Or you got secrets? You think the dynamic between the two people are going to be the same? You already disrupted what is there. It ain't he is just, and if he hear this or whatever, I'm sorry, I'm just telling you the truth. You wrote the letter. You got busted. You got busted when you got noticed. Yeah, you was feeling sick. I would have been feeling sick too. I would have been feeling sick, but I would have been honest, like, damn it, she seen me. That's about
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
But you
But
He
ain't
was
you,
probably kissing
if you
all on her
cared
and stuff.
if
And
you cared so much, you wouldn't even went. You wouldn't have been hugging up, like JJ said, hugging up with the girl and cozying up with her and all that. Please
Mhm.
stop. Stop.
he was all into it. He was feeling himself. He was
Stop.
thinking, I'm the man. I took her to
Stop.
this concert. We chilling. This is exactly it. And I got my other woman at home when I'm done. And boom.
Premeditated.
Nope, she not at home. She right there, five rows apart.
It
but
was
the funny thing
premeditated.
is, the funny
Huh?
thing is, he made a mistake by going to a venue that big, that wide open, with another lady. So it's like you said, John. He made his choice before he even went out.
It was
Oh, so
premeditated.
that's why dudes that slipping and tipping don't take you to big concerts and stuff when they got
No, that's
somebody
not
else.
true. Because you can get busted at the local at Dorsey's Locker. Hell, it
Yeah,
don't
you get busted out there going to the
It don't,
store.
it don't matter. The simple fact is it was
Yeah.
premeditated. When he got in the shower, when he prepared his clothes, when he prepared himself, all that time it took to do all that, please. It was already embedded in his heart what he was gonna do, and that was that. And he probably had intentions on getting some.
And if I was him, I would have
You
went to.
said
I
he
Y'all
would
need to give
might as
him,
well
y'all
go
need to
home
give
and
him the
go to
benefit of
go
the
to
wait,
X
doubt.
say
house
he
and go
was
get
hugging. Read
some.
the letter. Didn't he say they was
Who
hooking up?
said he was gonna get some?
What
Let
did
me
he
find
say?
it.
What did he say about him and the girl? They was
He didn't
what?
say it, but it's believing to that.
His intentions were.
Yeah, go ahead and bust that because you already messed up. At least you get the bus out that situation.
I gotta find it again. I can't find
And
it.
if you didn't bust because you felt guilty, go ahead and go bust.
Because
Might
he
as
said
well.
they were at the
Might as
concert
well.
having a good time.
What kind
All
of advice y'all want to give these people
the
right here?
he give those people is just him.
Yeah, he
What
just
is
made
their relationship? What do you want to say?
he made a mistake. Don't do it again next time.
Yeah,
You
your
ain't going
next
back to her.
relationship keep moving. I ain't gonna try
Don't
to
take
tell
her
you.
to a big concert like
No,
Cordell said.
please
Take
stop.
her
just
to
No,
the
be
movie
honest.
theater, the
Be
back row
honest.
at
He,
the
Be
no,
top.
honest.
he made his mind up
Break up with the person you with, or either be faithful or not faithful. Don't be
That's
committed.
it.
You can't be
Yeah, don't be
committed to one
committed.
and then try to act like you doing something. Now you felt, oh, I felt so sick when
Yeah.
I wanted to go home and
You
I
ain't sick.
wanted to do this.
You ain't
Oh
sick. You
my.
might as well,
Do it.
like you said, JJ, might as well go ahead and finish the deed.
Exactly, because you
Right.
already busted.
Yeah.
And the cold party is when you go and say we didn't do nothing, you think she gonna believe you that you didn't? Even if you didn't. The fact was you created an atmosphere that caused for all that.
Yeah,
So
that's the
Okay.
conflict.
and everything. You basically guilty of everything, stuff that you ain't even done.
Okay, let's say she take you back, right? You go over there and apologize and she take you back. It's still not gonna be the same because whenever y'all get in an argument, she gonna throw that in your face. Now you gotta deal with that. You wanna deal with
Over
that?
and
Come on
over and
now.
over and over
So the
and
bottom
over.
line is, even though he didn't cheat, you think the desire to
He
cheat was
did
in his
cheat.
heart
He
because
He
he
did.
took
did
her?
cheat.
Donna, he cheated the
He
day,
cheated. He
like
did
John
cheat.
said, when he got in the shower, he cheated already.
He was already
Maybe
cheating.
Shower.
he had to
I'm
get
quite
dressed
sure
and
he
get
didn't
his
go over
clothes
there
on.
funky. I bet you he had some good smell good on and whatever.
So y'all
He's
saying
He
that
probably he
he
probably
had already premeditated
was
Yeah.
cheated
yeah.
because from the time he got dressed to go to this concert with
Why was he getting
because
dressed?
it was her birthday and
Why
it was
was he
his
getting
baby
dressed?
mama.
Oh please. My baby mama done had 30 something birthdays. What the hell that mean?
But some people got good relationships with their baby mama.
Good relationship, and me out with her. So if you had such this good relationship, why you couldn't tell your girl that you claiming her? That's the status you
You beat
giving
me
her,
to
your
it.
girl. Why you
Thank
didn't
you. You
say
beat
me
me
and
to
me
it.
and her going to the concert? Yeah, please.
Because he probably figured his girl wasn't gonna go be down for that.
Then he shouldn't have went, because then he should know his girl. And then if she knows she ain't gonna be down, why she ain't gonna be down? Because she knows it's wrong. But you wouldn't did it anyway. Shoot, the questions is right there. Stop playing.
So they cheated anyway. They
He
cheated,
cheated.
not
He said
sleeping
he
with
was
her.
hugged up with the girl.
I didn't say hugged up. I
Read,
said
read
He
the
had
letter.
the
What did it
I
he
say?
had
gotta
his
find
arms
it
all wrapped
again.
around there.
Okay,
They
and he
enjoying the
said
little
we were
concert.
having a
They
good time. We
smiling.
were all
Come on
hugged up,
now.
having a good time, or
If
whatever.
somebody else saw them together, they're a couple.
Exactly. The
Right.
people sitting
That's
next
my
to him,
main
the
assumption.
people sitting
I'm
next to
thinking it
him
without
could
saying
probably
it.
thought they was a couple.
So guess what? He's cheating.
He's cheating.
He's
I
And it
can't
was,
busting.
find it. It's somewhere in here.
yeah.
But the thing is,
What did he say?
I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head what I had said. But he said they were 5 rows ahead of him, and he was there, or he was 5 rows ahead of them. His girl was there with her girl. They decided to go to the concert. They happened to be at the same concert. He there with the baby mama. It was her birthday. I guess he decided to take her out.
Yeah.
He felt uncomfortable about the whole situation. He wanted to leave. His baby mama say, no, we got these tickets. We here. It's my
Wait,
birthday. We gonna stay. So he
again,
decided to
when did he
stay.
start feeling uncomfortable?
When he was there and found out that his
She
girl
walked
was
in.
5 rows
Okay, so
behind
he
him.
wasn't,
She
see,
walked
it
in.
wasn't like he walked in the venue and became uncomfortable, like,
No,
oh,
she
this ain't
walked in.
cool. I shouldn't have came here. No, he was just fine. He wasn't uncomfortable because that woman found out. That boy wasn't busted. He was guilty.
He
That's
was
what that
He
was.
was probably at the concert dancing with a girl
He was
and all
probably,
kinds of stuff.
they probably had drinks, everything else.
All
And,
kinds of stuff.
and the
He
cold
just
part,
getting the groove
just the
on.
cold
He turned
part,
over and see his girl.
your
He see his
woman at
girl he
another
currently with, and he
party
like,
at the
oh
same
snap.
concert. So that make me wonder, is that really your girl? You don't even know she was going to a concert?
Huh?
She
Wait,
told him that
let me
she
tell you
decided to go
something.
at the
If
last minute.
let me just, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. I'm stepping out with my ex-girlfriend. I'm stepping out with my ex-girlfriend. You don't think I'm gonna not know what my girlfriend is doing? My present girlfriend is doing, what her plans are? What you doing this evening, baby? Oh, me and the girl, we going to the concert. Well, guess what? I'm about to call somebody and say, that concert right there, I can't make. Shoot, that's the bottom line. But
Once
he
you
didn't
got
have
your
no
tickets and
idea.
everything, you can't, you just, it's a wrap.
Tickets don't mean nothing. Shoot.
Some came up. I got a hole in my tire. My
You
brakes
ain't
is
lucky. You
messed
better
up.
call.
All
You
kinds
better
of
call.
stuff.
Trust me,
I'm
she had
making up
somebody
reasons
she
why I
could have
can't
called.
go.
She could have called somebody.
So player got to know how to play.
No,
So you
Right.
don't want to dance in the
no,
same
that ain't
arena.
no player because
It has to
players
be he
don't
trying to
lie.
play. He's trying to play both
Players
ends.
don't lie. Players don't lie.
He's trying to play both ends. He's
No,
trying to have a woman and he's trying to take his
no.
baby mama out on
He's
concert.
no, he's just cheating on his woman. That ain't no player.
But do you
Players
really
don't
say,
lie.
do y'all really say that that's cheating though?
Yes, it's cheating.
Does everyone else agree with that? Is that cheating?
You
That's
give it
cheating, even though he didn't
anytime you
stick it in
share
her.
emotional, mental, physical,
Guilty.
that's cheating.
It's cheating.
So if somebody is on the phone regularly with their ex or texting or how you doing, what's going on, they got kids in common, they communicate, they got love and respect for each other, but they just didn't work out. That's cheating?
No, we didn't say that.
I'm
Yes,
just
it is.
asking. I
No,
didn't say you said
no.
it. I'm
That's
asking.
cordial. That's cordial. We know better than that. We know better than that. That's cordial. We all know better than
But
that.
going on a date
But you
is
going on a
cheating.
date, you hugged up with this woman, you done broke into the shower. Your girl, see, this the cold part. You didn't tell your girl you was going to the concert because she would have said, oh, we're at the same concert. He would have known his girlfriend was there. His girl was
Well, yeah,
there.
and I must agree. The
No, he
beforehand,
was
maybe he
sneaky.
didn't want to tell his girl he was going,
Oh my
he was
God.
sneaking and doing it, and he didn't want to
Why he didn't want to tell her, you would
because she
think?
probably would have asked, well, who you going with?
Okay.
And
And why?
then he
Well, no,
would have
but
had
why?
to he would have had to lie.
Okay. So then why would he would have to lie?
Because you don't have to lie, Craig. You don't
Why
have
would
to
he have to lie?
That's Friday. That's Friday. I know what that movie is.
She know that
Anyway,
part. She was
Craig,
on
you
that
ain't
part.
gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta
You ain't gotta
lie.
lie.
Yeah, she was on that part.
Just say you going out on your baby mama birthday to a concert. Actually, he should have took, if he wanted to be all nice like that with the baby mama, he could have took his woman too. They could have just all went to the concert.
They did.
Not together, John.
Well, that ain't what you said. You just said they all. They did go to the concert.
Y'all
Plus
killing
one.
me tonight. Y'all killing me.
Hey,
I
and his
said
girl
they
and
could
his
have
girl
all
bought a
went
plus one.
together. But who wants to do that? The average woman, I'm a woman, I know. Well, I don't want to sit at a concert with you and your baby mama. I mean,
Well, you
I
know, it
may have
depends
to
on the
sit,
relationship.
I may have to sit at a
It depends
funeral.
on the
I may
relationship.
have to sit at something that I have to just a graduation for one of the kids. I may have to do that. But
But
I
you know,
don't think I want to go to a concert.
there's some President X that have good relationships. I mean, a guy I went to school with, his father, he drove his RV. He worked for Mother's Cookies. He drove the RV. He would go, and this boy, the boy was a son that was out of done during the marriage. Okay, that was during the marriage, right?
Mhm.
Now, both mamas though are real cool. When we would have our games, he go pick up the other mama as well. And they all be in the RV. They have a t-shirts. They be cheering for us and everything. And they leave and do the same thing because that's the type of relationship it's on. But see, he didn't have that. He was sneaking off because he was trying to be sneaky and he was gonna get some of that. He was gonna trick that night.
Most
Because
The
he,
are trying to
strange,
get
he
old
something.
probably paid
strange
for the
connection.
ticket. Huh?
I said the old strange connection.
You know it. He probably paid for the tickets, paid for the drinks,
Because he
and
wanted to get
everything else,
some.
and he wanted to get some.
So I say
And
beware
she
of these who invite
persuaded
you to
him to
concerts.
stay. Stop it.
Beware of the concert invite.
Trust me. If it's going down,
They
I'm gonna be
want to
like, check
get
this
some
out. We gotta
cookies.
go.
Huh?
If it's going down, somebody gonna be like, look, we gotta go. And if the other one, well, no, I want to stay. Look, well, you can stay all you want. I'm leaving.
You gonna leave her there?
Matter of fact, exit stage right. I'm gone.
You gonna leave her there?
It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Too. And if she a sister too or Puerto Rican, it's going down.
A sister too in Puerto Rican?
It's going down. I'm not gonna
She's
be
a cutie
you go
cutie, huh?
hey, he gonna go from a cheater to a victim. Because they
Oh,
both would probably beat the hell out of him. Hell, and she brought her friend to the concert too. So that means that's a possibility 3 might be whooping on him. Oh no. Oh no.
Vampire.
You ain't.
and that's
No.
why, and this is
Mm-mm.
why, and I gotta tell you why. The poetress in me can't stop. You, my black man, is the arch in my spine, the thickness in my thigh, the smack to my lips, the curves in my hips, the whisper in my ear, the
The
strength
issues in
when
my
I am
mind.
weak,
The
the blink
issues in my
to
heart.
my eye, the beat in my heart, the heat
Uh-huh.
that keeps me warm at night, and the knock on my door as I peek through that hole. You,
Mhm.
my black man, is
Mhm.
the compliment of me.
I know somebody who can
Hey,
peep through.
hey,
I
they,
know somebody who peeped through the door hole in the middle of the night about 2 or 3
You know
o'clock in
what,
the
John?
morning.
You didn't mess up a
hey,
mood right
hey,
now.
it's like
I
me.
was
Just
It's
feeling
like
sit
that.
this.
down
I mean,
somewhere.
I snapped for
JJ,
They
you.
call me brother to the
I
night.
snapped for
you
you.
can call me
I want to
that.
be that thump on your left
Call,
thigh
that's right. Call me
on
the
that
sister
right
of the
thigh.
night. I want to be that tinkle
Love
winkle in your
Jones.
left
Yeah,
eye,
yeah.
baby.
I don't
I'm
see
trying
how
to
that
sprinkle
goes
you
with
some
this.
words of
I don't know
love
how
and
it goes with
wisdom.
this cat's
You know
situation.
what?
He's busted. As the Isaac brother say, he
I'm
busted.
trying to let a brother know. Y'all can mess up a wet dream with this.
Little brother know what? What you trying to let him know?
You
You
ain't
lying?
heard. You didn't
Huh?
hear nothing I just said.
I heard you say you telling the bro you the so and so to my thigh, you the so and so to my eye, you the so and so, but I ain't heard nothing to say you the disturbance to my mind, you the hurt in my heart.
Because that's not what this poem was about. This
But yeah,
poem was an upliftment talking about the beauty of the
but I
black
want to know
man
how it go,
and
how it
coming
goes
from a
to,
black sister. And
how
it was
do it
in
go
a
to his.
positive connotation. It wasn't about you being a thorn in my ass
Hey,
and the
JJ,
pain in my hip and
who's
all
that
The
that. It
artist that
poem.
wasn't
said
about
bust out
that.
your windows?
I want to
Who's
know
that
how the
lady that sang the
relation
Oh,
go.
song?
Jasmine Sullivan, bust your
There you
windows
go.
out the
There
car.
you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
See?
Now she would have been better off with that. I will bust the windows out your car if you try to take this.
I'm trying to get a love.
And then you can mix it,
I'm
remix.
trying to
So
get the love.
junk
I
is
was
to the
trying to
left,
change the
to the
beat and
left,
give
to
some
the left.
love for my black man. But you know what?
In the
We're
box
having,
to the left.
excuse me,
Yeah.
Grandpa. We're having too
Or the other
much
one, Cash Doll. What the song she had? Cash Doll had a song
And what's the
talking
girl?
about.
The one girl say, "You make me kick down the door and smack your chick."
Oh, Monica.
That's right. I
Monica
love that
Sobone.
song.
Let me
Yep.
kick down the
See?
door. Let me
See?
hide in your bushes.
I could just recall the songs and the artist name
Shoot,
and
they
everything.
sure will.
2005.
I don't see where.
That's what
Now
year it came out.
I can line that up with the situation, but your poem, I just couldn't line it up.
My poem was trying to change the tone.
Shit, you can't change
And
it.
that's what I do because I'm the hostess with the mostest lady.
With
But
the
what
most.
tone are you changing?
AKA
What
Donna
tone are you
Smith.
changing?
So I bring the words of magic any way you want to hear them. Now, if you want some raunchy bad stuff, I can bring you that too.
But I want to know what is
But
changing
I just
in this
wanted to bring you some
relationship.
sweetness right then in the moment. I felt led, I felt touched because I felt like it was a need to bring that deep within
Lord.
the depths of you men today.
No. You was directing that to him. You was directing that to
But we were supposed to
Here's
help a brother out with this
here's my
inquiring minds want to
recommendation.
know.
You got busted.
Here's
I
my
mean, what
recommendation.
more do we need to? What do you want?
Pack, pack,
Hello.
pack everything up and go find a new home. Just
He already
leave, bro.
out. He
See,
already
Cordell
out
be
now.
JJ, you in the store?
Yeah, I had to come to 7-Eleven before they closed.
What the hell?
You see that Gucci stripe up there?
He's
See
shopping
the
on
red
the
and green
Donna
Gucci
Smith
stripe?
show. Take it
Look up,
home.
JJ. JJ, the Gucci,
You
the
doing
Gucci
worse
stripe.
than Ben tonight. I can't.
You don't see that Gucci stripe?
The Gucci stuff.
The red and green in
Red, green
7-Eleven.
stripe.
I'll be saying that Gucci stripe.
Oh, the Gucci stripe. I don't know, but you know, it's been a blast.
How you gonna help? I don't know how to help that cat. Just
let me
Y'all,
be committed.
I got to sit up here and I got
let me
to
insert my number real quick.
y'all
I'm
just
gonna
didn't
help you get
overwork
back
me.
to. I'm gonna help you get back with this woman you was cheating on. Please.
Y'all still didn't get a brother, no, the woman or whoever wrote that. You didn't
The
give
guy wrote it.
There was a guy and
You
he
don't need
said
no advice.
What
he
advice
don't,
do
yeah,
we
he don't need
need?
no advice.
You don't need no advice.
We just affirming that you
I
got busted.
feel bad for people who get caught like that. That's just
Oh my God.
you
Well,
know,
check
I
this
mean, they
out.
shouldn't have been
Check
doing
this
it
out. When you get with
anyway.
a
In the
dude
first
and he
place,
mess up
right.
like that, you
But
make sure
I
you
feel
feel
bad
bad.
because he
Make
really
sure you
loves
feel
her.
bad for him. Don't put him out. Make sure you feel bad when you get with a guy and he mess up.
Thank
He
Make
you.
sure you
loves
feel bad.
her.
But you make sure the guy who loves
Have a
you
good one.
and he goes with his ex that you feel bad for him that he got busted. You make sure. So when he go to apologize, you say, you know what, baby, it's
Y'all
okay because I
crazy.
feel bad.
Well, I just think that, because that's gonna always
don't
be
feel
baby
bad.
mama, and they
I
gonna
don't feel
always have
bad for
kids,
that.
and she gonna always have birthdays until she checks up out of here. So the thing
So
is, do
it
he
ain't his
stop celebrating
responsibility.
with her while he's in a relationship? I guess. I don't know.
Oh, please. If he was, so why he ain't with baby mama now? Why he wasn't with baby mama instead of
Sometimes
with
it
the
just
other
don't
girl?
work out, John.
But it seemed to be something seemed to be working where you inside the goddamn club at the concert all hugged up on each other.
Oh, he's in the club, all right.
Yeah,
He's
he's
shooting
in
up
the
the
club.
club.
You're right.
He's shooting up the club too.
I wish them the best.
Yeah, I wish him the best.
Bless their hearts. Bless their
You ain't got
heart.
no advice to say how you
Because
gonna get
I mean,
back.
they love was each other. When you love
Wait,
somebody
did
and you
she
mess
say
up,
she loved
that's
him
hard.
still? Did she say that?
No.
They love each other.
Wait, did she say that? He writing a
No.
letter
He
talking
didn't
about he
have to
trying to
say
get
it.
back.
The letter was written because it's out of love and they trying to get help.
No,
And
not they.
y'all up here making
Him,
fun of the
him,
situation.
him. That's him.
He got
Him trying
busted.
to get.
He got
That's him.
busted, and he said,
Uh-huh.
"Hey, I got busted. Do you think I get back with this lady? No, you can't get back with her. She's done. It's over. Get your bag,
Cordell,
get your box, and go."
right? Cordell, you're right. Cordell, you know what it came down to? She watched the show too, so he put his letter in, hoping he can get some sympathy
Right,
points and
right.
stuff.
Yeah,
And Don, well,
right.
I feel bad for him. He like, ooh, cha-ching. He think he cashing in on that one.
But what about that
And
ching ching?
I
What about
wonder
that
what the I
young
wonder if
lady?
what the
What about
woman
that
He
want
money
think
to
that
he,
he
he think
getting up
he cashed it
today?
in. Just come and get it. Come and get it.
yeah.
That's a
CDbaby.com.
good album.
Lady D.
He ain't
That's
That's
what
in
a
a
you need to do, my
position
brother.
right
Just go
now.
on and get you a good CD, listen to some good music,
Oh
and
Lord.
try to
Oh
just do
Lord.
something different. Because I think,
He
baby
got
But you
mama,
busted.
know, most
He
people
was
would
cheating.
say,
He got busted.
most
maybe
older
he
people
should
would
just
say,
try to work it out with baby mama. That's what I'm thinking.
most older people, the last generation say, "Boy, you need to find Jesus."
Exactly. Stop
Somebody
chasing the
said that
women
after
and
somebody
chase
came out the
Jesus.
bathroom one time and they had did a number 2, and this older lady say, "Ooh, bless their heart, they need Jesus." After
yeah,
they had
that
smelled the bathroom when they went in there. So
Oh
yeah,
my.
that was me and my dad. I live with my granny, and so my I was blowing up the upstairs bathroom, and he was blowing up the downstairs bathroom, and my granny had to go, and we both it was bad. So she cussed us both out.
it ain't nothing worse than somebody that blew it out. It ain't nothing worse than you walk out of a bathroom and somebody just waiting and you knew you didn't blew it out and you don't want to warn them, right? You just say, "Fuck it, I ain't gonna see them no
Oh,
more."
she
Anyway.
cussed us both out.
But
She
it's
was like, "What?"
embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
And I said, all I had to say to Granny
I
was
don't know why
like,
it's embarrassing.
I told Granny like father like son, and she just started cracking up.
Don't want to
Both
go
of
in there for
y'all just
35,
bum.
45 minutes. Don't want to go in
Right.
there
Yep.
35, 45 minutes.
Mhm. Well, on that note, we got to end this with the bomb. That was the bomb. So y'all be careful. They got that little spray now that you spray in the bathroom before you do your dumpy, and it helps to kill the smells and stuff. You got to get you
Poopery.
a little bottle. Keep
Oh
Poopery.
yeah, poopery. Yep, I remember
Well, they got
that.
a couple of them. They got poopery. They
Yeah.
got different ones, but
So it and they work. It works if you spray a couple of pumps and you do your thing. It'll be
girl,
gentle on people because I know
if
I
you
didn't have the
clean
same
yourself out,
situation.
it'll be just fine.
Yeah, I didn't.
You can't be eating
Sometimes.
all that stuff.
Well, some
They
people
took
be
Yeah.
you got to at
smelling
least take
bad.
1 teaspoon of castor oil a month or something. You got to do something to clean it.
Castor oil is old
Gotta
school nasty.
you got to clean yourself
Well,
out though.
Well,
I
do
That's
could
a
I could
toxins.
cleanse. Do a psyllium hung, Casa Sagrada,
I
whatever it's
could do
called,
all
No,
that,
do
but
a
and aloe
Henry.
vera juice. Mix that
No,
stuff up, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna
do
give
it.
you a cleanse.
No, you want to go through your colon, you go get you a Henry Eternal Cleanser to clean your colon.
That probably works too, but I'm
No,
telling
it
you
do
what
work.
works
The
too.
people
There's
that
a
you
lot
go
of
get the
different
colon,
ways.
they'll tell you go get that.
It's a
Clean out
lot of
your
but
different
it's
colon.
ways.
Plus, it deals with your other. It's a detox and everything. People
Mm-hmm.
but
going in blowing up.
it's something about them 7-Eleven nachos. That's all
Oh
I got to say.
Lord,
Don't mess with them 7-Eleven
no.
nothing. The nachos, the cheese sticks, the
The
mini
taquitos,
pizza bread
the
thing
sandwiches.
that's been twirling in that little heater for like 2 weeks, and they
No,
still trying to
no.
sell them.
It ain't 2 weeks. They can't do
Well,
that.
you eat on one and tell me what to
They
do.
they
Tell me
do.
what
They
to do.
don't do that.
Let me see what your bathroom trip gonna look like.
My bathroom look good. My
I'm talking
bathroom
about
trip
after you
is
eat
good.
from 7-Eleven's
Man, I don't deal with that. You just got
7-Eleven
finished
stuff that's
saying that.
twirling on that thing. I'm
Look
telling you.
here.
And see, that next see
Okay,
7-Eleven
look
just got free advertisement with that.
Look
That
at
was in
this.
the
Oh,
early.
Some
y'all just
people
hilarious tonight. Grown folks, we want to say
White Castles with onions.
y'all, but we about to shut it down because I think they could go for another hour, and a girl can't go for another hour. Okay, but we gonna be back here next Sunday doing the same thing. We just talk, we just lay it on the table, we have our conversations, and we love each and every one of you who are participating, who are viewing. Like, share, subscribe, and I want to thank my panel, man. They just did the most. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. They worked me out today. I'm tired. But we'll see y'all.
And this is how we do it.
Say bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. And this is how we do
Next
it.
Sunday, and this is how we do it on the
Later.
Donna Smith Show. Table talk
No.
on the